And I think we're live. Welcome, everybody, to the Q1 earnings live. This is, I think, my second earnings call, earnings report that I'm doing it live. And I am very, very excited. Thank you all for joining. We're going to have a sheesh time. It's going to be an awesome. It's going to be a sheesh time. Hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, we're going to be here for at least 3 hours. I think the market right now is another 45 minutes until it closes, and then we do get the earnings report, and then after that we get the earnings call. It's gonna be juicy, man. It's gonna be absolutely juicy. And this quote Q1 in the long term is not gonna matter, but in the short term, near term, there's a lot of things in this quarter one earnings that's really gonna upset. So first things first, what are we looking for in this Q1 earnings? Earnings, I don't think really matters. It's the earnings call is what matters. I think what everybody wants to hear, well, Wall Street wants to hear, well, there's a few things what they want to hear. The first thing is they want to hear that margins are done. They don't want to hear that, yeah, we're going to continue cutting prices. They don't want to hear Elon, yapping about something that's like 10 years in the future. What they do want to hear is say, hey guys, we are done with price cuts. We're going to start slowly increasing prices in the second half of 2024, and that would be very bullish. I think that the stock will actually go up because of that. The second thing is the Model 2, the compact car. The rumors with Reuters, sorry, not Reuters, rumors. Seriously, man. Even though Elon Musk denied it, confirmed that they're lying, and Franz came out and also told them that chill. I can't confirm or deny it, but don't read everything you hear online and just stay tuned. So really, two guys in Tesla, one of them being Elon Musk, the other one being Franz, shot down this rumor. But yet this rumor is now getting to a point where they remove Wall Street analysts are removing the Model 2 completely from their income statement, not income statement, their projections for Tesla, their forecast for Tesla, and that's why they're now saying $2.40 EPS for 2027, which is just like, it's just stupid, plain out dumb and stupid. That's what it is. But these two are the main things that really would push the stock higher in the near term, in the short term, so we can get out of this mess. But if we don't hear those things, $100 per share, here we come. Anyways, let's get warmed up here. Let's see what you guys are saying, man. Okay, so first off, you're buying puts, huh? I mean, I love Tesla, but it's going down. Well, let's see what happens with the earnings call, man. It's all based on what earnings call has to be. GIF, yo, welcome, man. Hey, man, Sean, I'm on eTro. Do you know how EU Tesla holders can vote on this platform? Well, here's the thing. I'm Canadian, so I have Questrade and all the Canadian brokers, and I can't vote directly from them either. So I reached out to them today, actually, and they said that we can use proxy votes. So you just reach out to the broker, reach out to e-tron and say that, hey, I want to vote for Tesla and I have Tesla shares. How can I vote digitally, right? And I mean, you should get it in the mail as well, but I'm not even in Canada right now to do that in the mail and stuff like that. So it's better to do it through digital, which I'm going to be doing as well. And I put in a request to vote this thing. And talking about the vote, Elon leaving Tesla. I mean, I don't know. I'm stuck in between. I mean, I put myself in his situation. I mean, I'm not Elon Musk or anything like that, so I can't really compare. But this was already agreed upon in 2018, and I was agreed to get this amount of money. So why? Why am I not gonna get it? I'm gonna be upset if I'm Elon Musk, to be honest with you. But I don't know. Elon Musk, he doesn't really need the money when you think about it. He just wants the voting power, and that's completely separate with the compensation package. So I don't know. I don't think he will be leaving, but I don't know. I think he loves Tesla way too much, and he has a lot more power than we think. I'll say that. Catamine King is back. Catamine King, I don't know who that is, but welcome back, I guess. Firing 14,000 employees. Yeah, I mean, I tweeted about this, guys. I tweeted about this, that every other company cuts employees, but when Tesla does it, it's a bad thing. Okay, I get it. They need labor to make the vehicles, And now on top of that, they're saying that they're reducing prices now of the Model Y. Well, of course they're going to reduce prices because they have so they just reduce their operating expenses. Of course they're going to reduce. I mean, now their margins for each vehicle has gone up a little bit. So if Tesla, okay, if it's gone up and we can sell more, if we can reduce the prices, that's what we're going to do. And if that's not going to impact our operating profit as it was before we had the operating expense, so let's just bring the price down. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on here. Yo, Tommy, hope you're doing well, my man. All right, we have Dominic Webb. What's up, man? Hope we're doing well. Okay, very good. Colin, hi, man. Hope you're doing well. I see your comments on my videos quite often. Very nice, very nice. I'll be back in 45 minutes. See you soon, my man. See you soon. All right. Wall Street wants to hear earnings. That's all they know. Well, they want to hear earnings call. Everybody knows earnings is going to be terrible. It's going to be absolutely terrible. And we're going to take a look at what the estimates are for everybody. Okay. Hi there. You keep laughing. Shorts, you all going to be laughing. Hello from California. What's up? What's up? Yeah, that's the story of my life right here. Blake Foster, they crying, I'm buying. I'm almost at 850 shares of Tesla stock. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Hello, Flip. Hello to all. Vern, hype. Oh, yeah, it's hyped for sure. I'm hyped for sure. Halasa from San Diego. Oh, wait, what was that? Average price 219. Nice, nice. I think I'm a bit lower than that, but I'm there. Tesla puts are going to be printing. I'm not gonna lie. I think the short-term Tesla puts are not a bad idea. Not financial advice. I don't want to go to 100, so I wanted to go to 100, so I'm able to double my position. Be careful what you wish for, because you may get it. Can't see Tesla going below 100. Too many Elon bulls. I mean, it depends. If the voting happens and they say no, then more uncertainty will happen towards Elon even being part of Tesla. Because now we're hearing on Twitter, connecting the dots, saying, making a massive threat, saying that he could pull a Henry Ford back, like when he was like the owner of CEO of Ford back in the 1920s. He left the company, the stock crashed crazily, and then he bought all the shares, and then he had 100. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think history's going to repeat itself. Will it rhyme? I'm not too sure, but I don't think it's going to be like that. That's the only way that I can see it going below 100. If just uncertainty hits the fan. If Elon leaves, I'm selling all my shares. I'll buy back in near the bottom. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. People are going to sell their share because a lot of people are invested into Tesla stock because of Elon. And if this guy leaves, and it's quite funny because a lot of people sold because of Elon. So, but majority of people who are actually still in the stock, they left. I mean, they're in it because of Elon. And Elon needs to be there for at least another 3 to 5 years, at least 3 years, so he can get the Robotaxi done, and then he can get started with the bot. Then he can step down to be chairman or just step down to be something else. Transition the CEO position to somebody else while he's doing something else. But not right now. Right now, I think he needs to be there. He needs to be there for a bit longer. Hello from Toronto, my homeboy. I mean, I don't know you personally, but Blake Anderson. I'm also from Toronto. Nice to see a fellow Canadian, fellow Torontonian. Pleasure following your live coverage. Pleasure you joining, guys. I'm so humbled that you guys are tuning in. There's other platforms that are like just killing it, and I'm slowly getting into this live thing. But I'm very humbled to see people even joining here. Like I feel really. I mean, thank you guys. I just feel really humbled. I love you all. And right here in Kuwait, it's like 10:30 p.m. But I'm gonna be going until 2 a.m. So sheesh moments, but I love it. And the fact that I see you guys joining and here, man, it's very humbling. Thank you guys very much. I couldn't ask for much more. From Denmark, hello, Pierre from Denmark. Hope you're doing well. Tesla dude, trust Musk. He's in control of everything. I think so too. Again, I think he has more power than we think. Hi from Chester, UK. Welcome. Dubai, I was there recently. Lots of Teslas there, man. Is it out already? It's just zoned in. No. It'll be out in maybe an hour or so. Well, yeah. Once the market closes, I think after 5-10 minutes, we'll be. I mean, we're still early, guys. We're still early, so not yet. Hello from Florida. Florida. I need to visit Florida one day. What times does the call start? I think it starts at right now. What? It's almost 3:30. So I think it starts at 5:30 in 2 hours time. I think somewhere around there. What's your average on the price talk is low 200s. Yeah, I have 7 portfolios that I hold Tesla stock, and which all add up to almost 850 shares. And one of them, well, half of them are like low 100s. The other half is like high 250s, 270s. But those are a lot of my shares are in there. So which is averages around in the low 200s. And man, if the stock goes down after this earnings call, I got like 50. I got my second batch ready, which is $10,000. I'm just going to plow right into Tesla stock. I mean, oof, I'm very excited for that. Okay, how do you think Elon addressed the Model 2 supposed to be? Here's the thing. This is a good question. Elon cannot confirm or deny it because, well, I think the board told him that you can't talk about it, even in Sandy Monroe and other places. He hasn't said anything that confirms or denies anything of the compact car. They did say a next gen vehicle is coming out, but they didn't say it's a compact car. In Q1 earnings call, if you guys remember, he did say that the second generation vehicle, which is the compact car, Robotaxi, all the other things, is getting ready for production at the second half of 2025. So what I think what Elon will say here is say that, or what's good for him to say is, guys, listen, we're on track. We're still on track for the second half of 2025 for the second generation model. I think if he says that, things, people will be more calm, because right now people are thinking, oh, Model 2 is finished, which is absolutely so. Why would Tesla cancel it? Why would Tesla cancel the Model 2 or the 25,000 compact car? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I think people are overreacting. I think they need to chill out, especially Wall Street. They're overreacting big time, and I'm capitalizing on this. But worst comes to worst, first comes Robotaxi, second comes a compact car, all within 2-3 years. Within 2-3 years, I think that's the idea. That could be the plan mainly. But I don't see it being canceled. It's stupid for it to be canceled, and Tesla knows that if they want to sell 20 million vehicles on an annual basis, they gotta have the compact car. So yeah, he needs to come out again. He has to come out and say that, guys, things are on track. Nothing has been canceled. Nothing has been postponed. We are on track for the second half of 2025 production for the next generation vehicle. That's all he has to say. That is all he has to say. That's it. And things will be better. Okay. Everyone in Europe was waiting for the Model 2, and they should wait. It's coming. It's coming. Average price 190. Not bad. Not bad at all. Chris does everything. Thank you for the $2. Thank you so much. I'm in deep, but holding for the future. Hey man, I'm buying deep and holding it for the future. We're in it together, man. Anyone who's buying Tesla stock should at least hold until 2030. That's it. And if you can't hold, and if you need the money in the next 5 months next year, yeah, good luck. I don't think that's a good idea. But if you're holding it until 2030, I think you should do very well. Recently bought Tesla. Really, I'm excited. Tesla the car, or Tesla the vehicle? Tesla the car or Tesla stock? Either way, both are exciting. I wish I could buy a Tesla, guys, but it's not available here in Kuwait yet, unfortunately. Okay, 207 average, guys. Yeah, I mean 207 compared to now, I think we're down about maybe 30%, 40%, if I'm not mistaken. But would it matter in 2030? That's the question. Will it matter when Tesla's robotaxis all around? When full self-driving, guys, the full self-driving, man. We're on the brink. Tesla is on the brink to solve this full self-driving thing. They're rolling it out. The thing drives better than a human already, and this is going to continue to get better. It's on the brink of getting solved or just getting completed, and people are bearish on this. I don't know. I think what we will see is one earnings, just like how we saw in 2019 and 2020, where Tesla was finally making profits. We will see the same thing with Robotaxi in one earning out of the blue, and the stock's going to roar back up because now the analyst has to go back to their valuation charts and add, oh my God, Robotaxi, that, oh my God, they're actually making money. What's the projection? How many cars do they have? What's the monthly rate? What's this? What's that? What's this? And then stock's going to soar. I mean, that's The reason why I went all in on Tesla stock is because of the autonomy, not because of the cars. If it was because of the cars, I would have sold a long time ago. 144 average. That's actually not bad. That's actually a very good average. What's your average price in the average price? Hello from Sweden. Hello. Low 200s. Nice. All right. Elon should stay till 2030 and get out everything he has promised before. I mean, I think he's in it for the long term. Worst comes to worst, he steps down and becomes chairman. And I think that would be nice. Okay. How hot is it in Kuwait? Right now, it's around it's touching 40 degrees, guys. In a month time or in June, it's going to be as high as 60. Yep. I mean, you can tell this is a concrete, huh? This is like concrete wall. This is not wood or anything. Like in Canada, where we have like wood and hollow walls. We've got nothing. We got nothing like that, man. This is concrete, and concrete keeps homes much more cooler. All right, what we got here? Found you on X-ray contact. Glad to be here from Tumulatus UK. Sorry if I butchered that name, but thank you very much. Welcome. Yeah, on X, I'm very active on X, guys. If you guys are watching this on YouTube and you guys are following on YouTube, you guys better follow me on X because I'm very active there. I post. I mean, a few of my posts I got liked by Elon Musk. He shares my stuff sometimes and he comments. He commented once, but it's awesome. It's awesome. We have a really good time there. So if you guys aren't following me on X, man, you guys should be following me. And if you guys are viewing me on X here, you guys should definitely follow me on YouTube as well. Support your boy, man. Support your boy. Sheesh. All right, let's keep going. What's the time? 4:30. We still got a lot of time. Do you think Robotaxi will move products to rather than just people team up with Amazon, Target? Well, Robotaxi is not limited to just taking people from point A to point B. Yes, that's the concept, but then you'll have people like, for example, I think it was Farzad who mentioned it on X. Was it Farzad? I don't know. I think it was saying that bars at nighttime they can hire robo taxis and they can drop people off, which is which is an excellent idea. Um, maybe it can extend to maybe like you said, an Amazon delivery order because a robo taxi can just put it in, go, and then maybe it can once it gets to its destination, you can call. I mean that's not much of a coding issue there. You just get there, call the customer, your pizza's here, just come pick it up from the car. So I think things will be interesting. Howdy, Pejjy from Maine. Howdy, my man. Howdy. Okay, Puerto Rico. Let's effing go. Let's go. It's gonna be flipping awesome, man. It's gonna what you what you think about earnings? It's gonna be terrible. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it right now. We still have a lot of time, so I'm gonna get through some of your stuff questions here, and then we can get to what the estimates are and stuff. But yeah, I think it's gonna be terrible. But I think it's already priced in how bad it's gonna be. Worst comes to worst, it's gonna go down maybe 2-3%. It's the earnings call that matters, guys. It's the earnings call that matters. Oh, Perez, bonjour, my friend, bonjour. Okay, I appreciate your transparency. Never start fooling yourself, and you will make it. Look, yeah, I mean, transparency is key, guys, right? Transparency is key. And when you're not transparent, you can't be yourself, right? So I try, and I love being myself. So yeah, my wish is having 1,000 Tesla shares. I think I will be off by 2035. I am not scared of losing. I'll bore my money, a lot of my money, as I still am young. To be honest, I don't see the company like Tesla going bankrupt. Yeah, it's hard to see this thing going bankrupt. When you got 30 billion in cash, and when you're making like 10 to 12 billion dollars in profits every year, and you have all this innovation going, bankruptcy, the days of Tesla going bankrupt, it's over. It's done. No more bankruptcy. It's finished. All right. Thought they were delaying compact car. We'll find out what's happening. They could be postponing it maybe for a little bit because they want to bring the Robotaxi out first, but we will find out soon. Does it go to 110? Man, if it goes to 110, man, I gotta sell. I mean, I got my second batch of $10,000 ready to buy more. Right now I'm not afraid to buy more. I'm just afraid of buying and it goes down even more. And I don't have unlimited cash, right? So I want to do this properly. That's why I've been dollar cost averaging every day, like 2 to 3, 4 shares every single day. When that massive drop comes, if that massive drop comes, that's the time to plow that 10K into it and never look back. Hello from Oh my God, I'm butchering this. Salisbury, Maryland. Welcome, welcome, Timothy. Hope so too. Selling FSD at 99 buy higher take is a good idea. Yep, I agree. It's a bit difficult to sell cars. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. You can't sell a service and product when most people haven't experienced it. So when Tesla brings the price down from 199 to 99, okay, people are like, okay, I'll pay $100 a month for this. And guys, it's 60% margin for them. It's free money for Tesla. So, and this is such a, gateway drug for it. It's like, hey, taste it. And if you like it, later down the future, when we do increase prices and you can't live without it, you kind of have to upgrade it to it. Kind of have to, I mean, think about it. You don't have to drive anymore, right? People are sensing, wow, I don't have to drive anymore. Yeah, I have to pay attention because it's supervised. But what's the unsupervised going to be? Is that going to be, well, obviously, if it's unsupervised, I can sleep in the back, right? So that means the thing can drive 10 times better than what it can do now. Does that mean the price is going to be 10 times more? No. Could it be double or triple? Maybe. Will people pay for it? Hell yeah. If I can sit in my car, guys, I get my time back. I get my flipping. That's the most important. If I can get my time back from driving, that's all that matters. The amount of time when I'm driving to work or going home or going place to place, the fact that I have to always pay attention, look at the same tarmac it's just exhausting. So the fact that I can get this time back and watch Netflix or edit a YouTube video or make a YouTube video or post things on X or focus on other things, that's a no-brainer. I can that time that's being wasted, I can make money or I can do other productive things than just focus on a stupid tarmac in front of me. So definitely, 100%. She's going crazy with buying. Although her portfolio is not doing the greatest, we can't ignore that, but she's been buying crazy. Thank you, Flip. Driving through Tesla land in Norway at the moment. Nice to see so many Teslas. Yeah, in Norway, there's a lot of Teslas because they do have a green plan to get all the cars electric. And Teslas are going crazy there. Thank you for the super chat, or thank. Again, I'm so humbled, guys. Again, I don't do live as often, but when it comes to these special occasions, thank you. I really am humbled. Thank you guys so much. So, what's up, autonomous user? I wish you use your real name though, but so. Greetings from Sweden, man. All of you guys are from the Nordic. Love it. All cash, never enter Tesla, but are eager to start a position for the first time soon. Man, your cost base is gonna be so low. For me, it's all about the robots. I think robots can do everything else in the market. Man, look, yeah, the robot thing, I don't even add to my valuation. It's just too much for me to add to my valuation. Come one level down and just look at Robotaxi. That's a robot. I mean, it's a robot on cars. It's a robot on wheels. That on its own is just worth trillions upon trillions. So I would look at that first, then I'll look at robots. Nice average, not bad average. I will actually below 200. That's okay, but still, I loaded up half my account on puts. Sheesh. Good luck, man. 72. Wow. 72. Wow. So even if the stock goes down, what is it right now? 145, and it goes down like half, you're probably gonna be break even, but that's still good. You got nothing to worry about. 181 average here, nice. 169 average. Oh wow. Nice one. That's all I gotta say. Question is, are you gonna ruin it by buying more? All right. Already up on them. Nice. Good job, my man. I would honestly put puts as well, but freaking Canadian banks don't do that. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Good to be with you. Thank you honestly, I'm very humbled. Thank you, David, for being here. I'm very humbled. Blake Anderson, do you think Elon will be silly as an adult or God mode? Here's the thing, because we were voting for his thing in a week from now. Today's the 23rd. So in 6 days from now. I think he is going to be a bit more calmer. He's going to be a bit more of an adult, like you're saying here. I don't think he's going to be like, it's hard to say really, but because his vote's coming up, and I think if he really cares, he would definitely, just answer all the fuck questions, which there's a lot of questions that he's going to answer, which is this earnings call is going to be flipping juicy. Guys, I got my dinner here with me. So when we go to the earnings call, It's gonna be a sheesh moment. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Do I read Mercedes has a better? No, they don't. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. They reached level 3, but what does it contain? Highways only above 30, above like 50, 60, miles per hour. No left turn, no right turn. Tesla's version 11 was doing better than that. So no, Tesla is miles ahead when it comes to full self driving. And what Mercedes has done is that they said, okay, we will be level 3, but only for specific things. That's it. Compared to what Tesla's doing is like, no, we want to be level 5 on every flipping thing. We want to be, or we want to complete FSD. we want the darn car to do taxi services. We want it to take you from point A to point B, not the silly stuff that Mercedes is doing. No, completely new. 600 shares at 184 average, along for the ride. If it runs down, going to turn to 1,000 shares. Yeah, I'm close with. I'm close. I'm getting close to 1,000 shares actually. I think I'm in the mid 800s right now. If I use my second batch, there's 10,000 to buy more stock. I'll be exceeding 900. So almost getting there to my 1,000 shares. I'm tempted to buy FST for 2K. I'm tempted to buy 2K. It's 8K though. It's 8K, not 2K. Where are you getting this number from, Robbie? Let me know. All in on Tesla. Let's flip and go. Test driving the Model Y this weekend. Test drove VW AI. What should I ask for a test dealer? Well, everything's straightforward. Here's the thing. If you want my honest opinion, um, I've test driven all the Teslas from the S to the X to the 3 to the Y. Man, the Model S is just, that's what the Model S is. The Model Y was my least favorite. Why? Well, there's a lot of things. I made a video on my YouTube channel. Why is my least favorite thing? But one of the main things was the suspension was just, I did not like the suspension. But the suspension, the mirror at the back was very, the rear mirror was very small. But again, if you have 8 cameras and if you have the screen telling you what's going on, you don't really need that. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I was sad giving the car away. It was a very nice car. It was cost effective. I didn't have to, pay for gas as much. It was amazing. And oh my God, the amount of room this thing had was just awesome. We packed like 3 Colemans in there with like 2 baskets, like 5 blankets, firewood, and like just a lot, like a big jug, 2 or 3 jugs of water, and it still has space. It's crazy that this thing has a lot of space. But yeah, no, the Model Y is my least favorite. I hope the refresh they can improve on the suspension, and I think I will be a buyer of the Model Y. But I'm eyeing the Model 3. The Model 3 was actually nice. The Model S is just, it's like you're driving on clouds, man. That car and the X as well. It's like you're driving. It's so smooth. It's just ridiculous. But I mean, the price is higher as well. Hi from Mexico, man. Start that Gigafactory, man. Come on. Why is it taking so long, man? Sheesh. Okay, so where is it? What, I lost track of you guys. What did I do? What did I do? There we go. Okay, Oracle Fast Money. Hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm 100 shares at 170. Not bad. Selling at 150 before selling at 150. I'm 100 shares at 170. Why would you sold Tesla stock? Okay, but why though? I'm about to short Tesla earnings. Ooh. Hey man, I mean, if you short a Tesla since 2021 till now, you did actually a very good job. But would I bet against it? I would not. And let's see what happens earnings. Maybe it could go down. You love Tesla? What, the stock or the car? The car is absolutely phenomenal. Dab. Let's go, man. 750 people joining, guys. I love it. Thank you, guys. It's humbling. It really is. What did he set his average? My average? It's in the low 200s. Do you think India factory will speed up Tesla entering Middle East markets? No, I don't think so. Tesla, when they enter, here's the thing with Tesla. I'm in Kuwait and there's no Teslas here. The recent country in the Middle East that they started to enter was Qatar, after the UAE, after Jordan and Israel. So there's only 4 countries Tesla is involved in the Middle East: Israel, Jordan, Qatar, which is the recent one, and UAE. Dubai, I mean Kuwait, not yet. And the thing is with Kuwait, it's difficult to do business here. They want 51% of the ownership. Tesla's like new. And another thing about Tesla is when they do enter the market, they they're not there just as a new car company, as a car company. They want to build the infrastructure out. They want to build the superchargers. They want to build, the service centers. They want to be able to make sure everything is right. When someone orders a Tesla, they can, get it fixed, get it charged. So right now there's no charging infrastructure here. Most people live in apartments, so they can't even charge at home. So we need a lot of supercharging infrastructure here if Kuwait wants to go down that route of electric vehicles. So no, I don't think India will speed up, but it will speed up sales for sure. Over 1.4 billion people in India, and you're telling me there's not 1% there that can afford Teslas? Come on, that's just silly. Big market, they need to be there. Hello from Dubai. Welcome, man. I don't know what that said, Nicholas, but let's go. Greetings from Amsterdam. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. I'm so humbled. Hello from Turkey. I've been to Turkey recently. I love the cats there, man. Hello from Canada, fellow Canadian. Welcome. No, they already have the semis for that. Have what for that? Yeah, semis. I am expecting semis, some sort of announcement for this year. Semis coming out. They should come out. Hi, Pejjy. I can't wait for FSD get licensed to other companies. Ford is number one. They're next. Mark my words. Dude, you should grow a beard and hide that beta chin. Dude, man. I was supposed to shave today, actually, but I'm like, I'll shave tomorrow. What's your average for Tesla, man? Yeah, low 200s. Hey, yo, let's go. Greetings from Germany. I'm just going one by one here. Robotaxi, is this a dream? I don't think it's a dream so far because the proof of concept is already there with Weibo. Proof of concept is already there. Tesla's full self-driving it's crazy. All Tesla has to do is get this thing better, and then it's gonna be there. I mean, they're gonna unveil a darn thing in August 8th, so it's gonna be interesting. Robotaxi will be cheap for. Oh yeah, it's gonna disrupt transportation like crazy. Should I sell my Tesla stock? Not financial advice. I have no idea. I'm not selling a single share. There's rumors going around on X that I sold my Tesla stock. Why would I sell my Tesla stock? I'm buying more Tesla stock. I'm happy that it's going down so I can buy more Tesla stock. But should you sell? Depends on your horizon, man. My investment, whatever Tesla stock that I get, it's locked until 2030. So I don't care what happens from now till then. If you need the money now, maybe you probably should sell. But again, that's not my call. I'm also not giving financial advice as well. You think price will go down? Most likely. I'm just being blunt here. With earnings call, if Elon doesn't be crystal clear about the margins of the vehicles going up again, and if they're going to stop cutting prices, and the compact car is not delayed, then yeah, definitely if he says those things, then it'll go up. But if he avoids them or says the opposite, it could go down. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. Is Tesla even worth buying in 2024? It will be worth buying in 2024 and 2030 because we'll look back and say, wow, just like how we look back in 2014, right? 2014 was very expensive at that time. Now we look back, you just wish you bought more shares, right? That's just my opinion. How can they have any earnings with all the price cuts? Well, because they have COGS for each vehicle going down. They make, and that's facts. I'm telling you facts. I right now, each vehicle that Tesla sells, they gross profit $8,000. And that's with all the price cuts. That's all the price cuts. BYD is like 1,200 gross profits. Tesla is 8,000. They have margin. And they could slash prices another 50%. And they'll be making what? 4,000, 3,000 per each vehicle. It's crazy. 2K per share possible in 2027. If Robotaxi does come sooner, if compact car is coming, if FSD uptake is going, if interest rates do get cut, if we go back to a massive bull market and the sentiment is great for Tesla, meaning the Robotaxi and the numbers are there, we could actually fly past that. I'm just saying. But yeah, these are all ifs. Me, I'm betting on that's going to happen, but maybe not 2027. But we'll see what happens on Robotaxi day. I sold mine yesterday for 15K. Oh my God, why would you do that, man? Well, are you a trader? If you're a trader, then that's the case. May most likely. How low do you think Tesla can go before rebounding? My low is 140. 140 is my low. After that, I mean, could go loud. Depends on the earnings call. So let's see. Okay, I think 10 more minutes before we go. What year shares does what year shares goes to 1,000? Guys, I wish I had a crystal ball, right? This is a moon, not a crystal ball. But 1,000 shares, that's a market cap of over 3 trillion. So first things first, we need to have margins good, margins going up, other forms of the business taking over. I mean, I can't really say, but based on my stock price predictions, I would say, well, ARK is saying 2,000 by 2027. I'm saying maybe around 1,000 by 2027, 2028. I think that would make more sense. Okay. I want to see the Robotaxi as a primary transport line. Oh, yeah. I think, I mean, Dubai's, going crazy with the Robotaxi stuff. I can't wait to see. Greetings from Ghana. Welcome, welcome. Love your new hair. Yeah, I have to go for a haircut. But they messed it up, man. They messed it up. But yeah. All right. Question: what would need to happen to see a downside surprise? I'm stretching my head trying to think of something. Oh, there's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things. First off, earnings comes completely bad. Okay, everyone's expecting a bad earnings call, but if this thing comes in, it's just terrible. Like just, I think James Stevenson, when I reached out to him, he told me, and when I put it on the X post, I'll show you guys right now. He's saying a -2 cents EPS. I'm like, bro, what? Minus? Negative? That's gonna bring the stock down big time. But the main thing is earnings call. If Elon Musk, goofs off and doesn't care and talks about 10 years down the line that no one cares anything at the moment, and doesn't address the compact car properly, and does say that we're gonna continue cutting prices on vehicles, those things can bring the stock low. And I'm talking as low as $100 per share. So yeah. Are you playing earnings here? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So you better say, dude, this is gonna be a long live. We're gonna do the earnings call, sorry, the earning report here and the earnings call. We're gonna go on a bit by bit, and I think Oracle is gonna be joining me later on, so that's gonna be interesting. Alrighty, want to see taxes? Yeah, well, we just went through this. 186, not bad. Hey, I want to go all in for Tesla. What's the best time? Oh, now I want 45. Hey, man, look, no, not financial advice. Going all into Tesla stock is very painful. I've been in the stock since 2020. My portfolio has been up some points like 5x, and then it's been down negative 50% sometimes. You have to be able to digest all the news, because right now, whatever Elon Musk does, and this is for all Tesla investors, whatever Elon Musk does, he trips and falls, the man farts, anything, it will be on the headline. And as a Tesla investor, when you see something like that, you're probably gonna, panic and sell. So you have to, buckle up for that. You have to understand not to have your emotions in that, and you also have to know that you just gotta be prepared for these things. You have to always be looking in the fundamental of the business. If you're in it for the long term, I think you'll do well. And I'm talking about long term, at least 2030, you're gonna do well. But getting in the best time is the wrong answer. Getting in, what's the saying? Time in the market? No, time in the market beats time in the market. And this is also with Tesla. So I can't tell you what the best time is. The best time was yesterday. The second best time is today. But what I'm doing is dollar cost averaging, and when it gets to that low point that I think that might get to, I'm just gonna plow one time on my $10,000. So you may want to dollar cost average into it, but you just get mentally ready, my man. Just get mentally ready that you're gonna be dealing with a lot of FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of Tesla bears and shorts are gonna come after you, and a lot of controversy is gonna happen. You just gotta make sure you can stomach that. If you can't, stay away from Tesla, man. It's not an average stock. 177, 22 shares. Let's go. Not bad. You can easily dollar cost average. Long straddle. Let's flip and go. When does the call start? I think in about an hour or so. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot of here. Okay, let me to go here with John. I know you're not a financial advisor. Facts. I have 20 shares. Do you think it's a good idea to sell and buy back later? Stock price dropped for 2 months or more. Well, I'll tell you a story. My brother and I, we sat down. We're like, okay, what would it be if I sell now and buy the stock at 50% lower? In the long term, you make more money because then you can buy the shares, more shares at a cheaper price. But then it depends how much loss you're taking, right? Personally, if you're in it for the long term, there's really no point of selling out and buying back in because now what you're trying to do is time the market, and that's extremely stressful. I don't do that. It's hard, and it's just painful. I mean, it's just think about it. Every hour, every day, you gotta look at the stock price and say, "Oh man, should I sell? Should I buy? Should I not?" No, I hate doing that. I'm not that type of investor to do that. I mean, that would be called a trader. An investor looks at the fundamental business, looks at it today, looks at the cash flow in the future, looks at the net income, look what the revenue will be, and look what the company will be in 10 years from now, and then look at the price today, and they say, wow, for me, I think by 2030, Tesla should be worth at least $5 to $4 trillion, right? And right now, it's just below 500 billion. That's more than a 10x from now, right? So that's how this is how I would look at it. I wouldn't look at it at like selling now, buying back later. It may work out for you, but I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't recommend it. I would just dollar cost average because if you're already a long term investor, there's really no point in that, right? But thanks for the question. It's a tricky one. It's really a tricky one to get to, but that's what I think. Okay, guys, there's a lot of comments from you guys, man. Sheesh, and I'm really appreciate. I love you all. I love you all. I just wanna. I mean, things gonna be closing in 4 minutes. What I want to do is I want to show you guys some of the stuff that's going on X. So let me go ahead and bring this up so you guys can see. Stock right now, I'm gonna refresh it. It's up 2%. Why? Because Tesla just unveiled their Model 3 performance. And that is a sheesh moment right there. There's a sheesh moment right there. And the bang for your buck that you guys can get is insane. But this is what we are looking at. And I have here as well. So we'll go over it in a bit. So in less than 24 hours, Tesla will release their Q1 2024 hours. Well, right now, in less than 30 minutes, in less than 20 minutes, they're going to, unleash it. I have it here. I'm going to refresh it here. Yeah, not yet. So we still got time. Here are the estimates for Q1 EPS. So we have to beat 51 cents, right? I have it here. Oh, wait, this was 51 cents. Darn it. Whatever. I'll change that later. So we got Alo Joe. I hope I didn't, butcher his name, but he's saying 57 cents. So, and he's actually pretty accurate with some of those numbers. So that'd be amazing if we can get 57 cents. We have me at 52 cents, and we have Gary Black at 52 cents, and we have the cat, James Cat. I love him. 48 cents. We have Troy Tesla at 48 cents. We have Matt Soto, Matt Soil from Matt Soil, 42 cents. Farza, my brother from another mother, at 36 cents. And negative 2 cents with James Stevenson. And when he told me this, I'm like, why? And then he made a massive video explaining why. 42-minute video explaining why. What's yours, guys? What is your, what is your changes 1 cent. What is your EPS? I want to be curious. So comment below. I want to know what you all think because I'm gonna change to 51 cents because we're gonna go over this right now. Okay, I'll put here 51. There we go. 48. All right. So some of you guys. Okay, River Rain. I love you, man. Thank you. You continue to always comment on X and here. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Thank you so much. When is it coming out? Should be in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 48 cents. Okay, so y'all are going on what the cat is saying. Nice. Either way, Tesla is a future. Facts. 51 cents. Okay, so it's you're saying it's a met. Elon has to be serious in the earnings call. I agree. And has to be clear vision, path forward. Yeah, that's true. He has to be, especially with this voting coming up next week. He kind of has to be a little serious to his investors. For 53 cents. Not bad. This like might be the past. I disagree. I disagree on that. Hope it tanks. Want to buy more. Same here. All right. Okay. All right. You guys continue with that. I'm going to be going over the things that we have to beat. This is the important part. We have to beat this. Okay. EPS, 51 cents. We got to beat. Okay. We got to beat this. Okay. Revenue, we got to beat just below $21 billion. We got to beat that. Okay. And for auto gross margin, well, this is not going to happen for sure. X credits is in 15.9%. I have mine at 15.5%. Some are saying as low as 15 or 14.5% because they didn't benefit from economy of scale. But this is the main thing that Wall Street is looking for, mainly this thing though. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, yeah. So earnings call is at 5:30. Thank you, River Ring. Yep, 5:30 Eastern time. Right now it's 4. So it we just closed. So let me see. Let me see if we. I just got to keep refreshing. I just got to keep refreshing until we can get the earnings report. Maybe it'll come in 30 minutes or so. We shall see. We shall see. You say time in the market, but your market has ended up with 50. Hey, look, hey, you say time in the market. Yeah, I didn't click on this. You say time in the market, but your market has ended up with you losing. Well, how long did you stay? Oh, if you're going through my price average, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm actually buying more. I'm happy that it's going down so I can buy more. Here's the thing: when Tesla stock was in like the 300s, 250s, 400s, they're like, "Oh man, I wish I bought Tesla stock when it was in the low 100s, when it was in 50s, 60s." Well, here's your chance, and now you're saying, "No, I'm not gonna buy." Human emotions is just hilarious, guys. It's hilarious. You shouldn't let your emotion in the stock market, especially when it comes to individual stocks. I mean, it's more risky, but yeah. Um, what else you guys are saying here? Tesla is EV leader. Uh, hey, where'd you go? There we go. Tesla is the EV leader. Just a good guidance and just good guidance test leaders needs to hire a good marketing guy to go all in on countries to sell. Well, they just fired the entire advertising team because and I have mixed feelings about this. Advertising, when you advertise a vehicle, the problem is with Tesla is that it's not about advertising the vehicle. Everybody knows Tesla. Everybody knows Tesla. What people don't know is that it's cheaper to operate. It's easier to operate. The cost of maintenance, there's no maintenance at all. Repair is lower. Everything is lower. The charging is lower. People need to be educated on this. Once they realize that, oh my God, I don't have to pay $400 a month just on gas. If I can avoid that and just pay 10% of that, which with Tesla, you probably pay a whole lot less if you're charging at home. And if it's at superchargers, it's like 20% the cost, maybe at $80 every month. And that's the max. People will go like, this is something to get, this is something to look into. Which is why my next vehicle is definitely going to be a Tesla, but there's no Teslas here in the Middle East, unfortunately. But definitely, when I'm always in Toronto, I always do get Teslas. But yeah, good earnings call needs to happen, and EV leader for sure, 100%. Soon they're going to be the Robotaxi leader. Soon. 1,000. I'm aiming for 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares. You hate Trudeau so much. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. This Trudeau guy. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, this Liberal Party in Canada. I mean, I'm Canadian, so I can speak about this. He's not doing a good job. I mean, I think they know. I think they know that they're going to be, you know, the Conservatives are going to win, Pierre. So he's making it very hard for him when he comes into power, and so everything can look bad at him. So yeah, that's what's happening. Would you know? Oh, would you know if Tesla plans to also develop a phone? No, they will not. They will not do a phone. No, that was just a rumor, but that would be awesome if they do. What else we got here? Tesla is up after hours. Let's take a look, man. People are optimistic. Oh, damn, it's up. Why is it up? Hold on. Does that mean we get the earnings call? Why the heck is it up, man? Hold up. What's going on? I gotta check X, man. What's going on? Why is it going up? Why is it? I'm trying to understand. Can you guys comment down below why Tesla stock is going up? Yeah, what the heck's going on? 7%. Holy crap! Why? Why? The earnings. Oh shoot! It's here! It's here, guys. Here we go! Ooh. Okay, let's go. A dollar, 1.2 billion gap. Oh, okay. Profitability, 1.2 billion gap operating income, 1.1 gap net income in Q1, 1.5 non-gap. Okay, these are good numbers. Operating cash flow, 200 billion. Okay, so they're cash flowing. Free of cash flow negative. Ooh, negative 2.5. Yikes, that's not gonna be good. 2.2 billion. Okay, increased AI compute 130 record energy. We know this at 1.4.1 thing produced 1,000 in a single week. They produced 1,000 Cybertrucks in a single week already. Sheesh. Okay, we experienced numerous challenges in Q1 from the Red Sea conflict and the erosion attack at Gigafactory Berlin to the gradual ramp of the updated Model 3 in Fremont, excluding Cybertruck and unscheduled downtime. Our COGS per unit declined sequentially, driven primarily up by lower raw materials. Guys, I'm just excited. I want to know why the stock went up. You know what? We'll come back to this. I just want to see what they did in the thing. Okay, automotive went down. Total revenue okay. Operating expense 2.5. Okay, a little bit more than I thought. Operating percentage 5.5%. So less than 5. Okay. 45 cents. So they did miss. Cash flow negative is net. Okay, cash flow is lower. The cash went down to 26.8. Okay, but I'm looking for something else, man. I'm looking for something else. Okay, let me see here. Let me just zoom in a little bit more so I can read. Bring this down this way. Reduced vehicle average selling price. Okay, year over year. Okay, so this is the negative. Okay, including unfavorable impacts. Okay, decline in vehicle deliveries, partially due to Model 3 update to Fremont and Giga Berlin production disruptions. Negative effects of 200 billion. Okay, plus growth in other parts of the business. Higher FSD revenue recognition year over year due to release auto park feature in North America. Yeah, this is important, guys. This is very important. FSD recognition, but I just need to know one thing. Where's the energy? 1.65. Yo, I was on point. I was literally almost on point. I put 1.664. They're like 1.635. Let's flip and go on the energy part. Okay, good. Now my calculation was right on that. Okay. The profitability. Our operating income decreased year over year to 1.2 billion in Q1. And I think I had around 1.2 billion as well. So I'm on point on that. Okay, resulting in 5.5 operating margin year over year. Operating income was primarily impacted by the following items: reduced vehicle ASP. This is the negatives due to the pricing and mix. Increase in operating expenses, partly driven by AI, cell advancements. God, and other R&D projects. Cost of Cybertruck rampant. Yeah, that'll eat it up. But as soon as that scales, I mean, 1,000 a week in April. Sheesh. Decline, that's crazy. Decline in vehicle deliveries, partly due to Model 3 update in the Fremont. Yeah, that's expected. Lower cost per vehicle, including lower raw material cost, freight and duties. Gross profit growth in energy and generation and storage. Yep, that's good. Higher FSD recognition year. Okay, guys, I want to know what the number is here for that. Cash, quarter end cash equivalents and investments in Q1 was 26.9 billion, down from 30. Okay. The sequential decrease of 2.2 billion was a result of negative cash flow of 2.5 billion, driven by inventory increase of 2.7 billion and AI infrastructure capex of 1 billion. Okay, that's not too bad though. Okay. All right, let's zoom out a little bit here. Oh, it's too much of a zoom out, man. Like, come on, let's just do 40%. It's better. Okay, Model Y production. We see the total deliveries. Yeah, total 28 days. Okay, Q1 has always been up. Well, Q1 was 15 days. Now it's 28 days. Okay, energy's going up. Tesla locations has gone up to 1.25. Okay, fleet has gone up. Supercharger stations over 62 and a half. Sheesh moment right there. Sheesh moment right there. My God. Okay, Nice, nice. Wait, it's down to what do you mean? What's down? Well, I mean, we're still up 5%, man. What are you guys talking about? We are, you know what? Let me just go ahead to Yahoo Finance. I mean, I mean, some numbers are okay, but why is it going up though? Oops. Son of Walkley. Why is it going up though? I don't understand. Anyways, um, vehicle capacity. Preview of ride hauling. What do you mean preview? What is that? What's that? What's that? Preview of ride hailing. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Where's the darn thing? Preview of ride haul. Wait, oh wait. Hold on, hold on. You're whoa. There's so much to untangle here. Oh my god. What's this? 50 miles. Wow. Okay. We're gonna come back to this. This is a lot of flipping data. Okay. So we have global B. I'll come back to the more important parts in a bit. In the PDF, it's going up because the result weren't as bad as expected. True. Okay. Okay. China is up. Okay. EV. Tesla ecosystem. Oh shoot, this is nice. Okay. Humanoid robots. Compute. Car. Oh, look at all the car. FSD. Okay. This is amazing. All these bombshells, man. Ridiculous. So yep, we have that. Cybertruck. Okay. Preview of ride. Guys, dude. R.I.P. Uber. Yo. R.I.P. R.I.P. Flipping Uber. Look at this. Okay, this. Oh my God, guys. Sorry, I'm very excited. I'm so happy I bought before as well. But this, guys, this is why I'm going all in Tesla stock. This. Oh my God. RIP. Yeah, Uber. Oh, wait, guys, what is Uber stock? Oh, it's down. Okay, not too much. Not too much down. But wow, look at that. Up 6%, man. Okay, we're not done. We have a lot of things to go over. Okay, let me just go back. What's this? Trading compute. Trading cluster, not a render. That's don't know what I'm looking at, but that's crazy. Okay, energy facility. Okay, energy. Start competition of the. Okay, I thought it was kicking Mexico for a second, but there's Nevada. Squeezing every penny out of the vehicle cost. Okay. Okay, key metrics. Up, down, up, down. Okay, Q1 went down. It's exceptional. I don't think Q2 is going to be like that. But okay, not bad. We have metrics, all these metrics. We got the, yeah, okay, it's a little bit hiccup there for deliveries. We have the operating cash flow going down. Here's the thing. This is, I mean, the numbers are okay. The numbers, I mean, it's a miss at the end of the day, right? But this, guys, where is it? This, guys, holy my God. My good. Here, let's take a better look, man. I want to take a better look at this. So we have summon. Okay, let me go a bit more closer. Summon, because this is the reason why, guys. I'm going all in Tesla stock is because of these things, not because of the stupid car. It's because of this Robotaxi stuff. So we have summon, 3 minutes away. Wow, 68 degrees inside, arriving now. My God, how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about this? Wow, this is nice. This is nice. I like this. I like this part a lot. Maybe that's probably also why stock went up. Well, I mean, earnings wasn't as bad as everyone thought. Stock is up 7% now. Now let's just hope Elon doesn't ruin that. Let's just hope he doesn't go and say some, BS, some bullshit and go like, yeah, it's going down again. That's all that matters. But I did not expect this type of reaction. Wow. I'm gonna put this on X. Tesla stock is up 8% after market. Let's flip and go. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I just made a post right here. Where is it? Wow, right here, guys. Right here. I just made a post right here. Okay, there's a lot to unfold here before we get into actual earnings. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? Because there's a lot happening right now that I don't know. Calm down, Pejjy. Let's read the report. Let's read the report. This is just ride hauling app. They're going balls to the walls with this Robotaxi, and they're not kidding. They are not kidding. Wow. I'm gonna be making a separate video tomorrow and just going breaking this down bit by bit. But okay, let's see. Um, this. I want to go through this. This is part of it. Okay, artificial intelligence software and hardware. We have been investing in the hardware and software ecosystems necessary to achieve vehicle autonomy and ride-hailing service. We believe a scalable and profitable autonomy business can be realized through a vision-only architecture with end-to-end neural networks trained on billions of miles of real-world data. Since the launch of FSD supervised version 12 earlier this year, it has become clear. Okay, guys, get ready. It has become clear that this architecture long pursued by Tesla is the right solution for scalable autonomy. Let's flip and go. This screw you lidar. Those who are saying lidar is the future, hell no. Hell no. It is not. Tesla is number one and they're proving it. Wow. Okay. Where did I leave off? Okay. Is the right procedure? Is the right procedure of autonomy to further improve our end-to-end training capacity? We will continue to increase our core AI infrastructure capacity in the coming months. In Q1, we completed the transition to hardware 4, our latest in-vehicle computer with increased interface processing power and improvements. And y'all want Elon to leave Tesla? No, guys, like comment down. You all want Elon to leave Tesla? Seriously? Shit. I mean, no. Elon should not leave Tesla. You should not think Elon should leave Tesla. No. No, 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 no. That's the wrong way of look. Elon is pushing for these things. Elon, he's saying, no, we gotta get the Robotaxi out now. And you all want him to leave? Come on, man. Guys, come on. No, man. And okay, this is gonna start live in 72 minutes. Well, I have a lot of time before we can start. Okay. Oh yeah, Uber. Uber down 2%. Uber down 2%. R.I.P. Uber. Yeah, they're looking at this and they're going like, okay, if Tesla's gonna come out with this, R.I.P. Uber. R.I.P. flippin' Uber. You know what? You know what? Let's put. Actually, where is it? Where is it? I'm gonna go ahead. Where is it? I'm gonna put this live on X right now because this right here, guys, boys and girls, is game flipping over for. It's gonna be insane. Hold on, I'm just doing three things at once. This is amazing. Okay, here we go. Let me just go here. Let me go ahead and post it here. RIP Uber. I know you guys are seeing a lot. RIP Uber. Tesla. This is so much fun, guys. Thank you all for joining. Thank you guys for. Okay, so we got 6% up. Wow. I wonder who was buying at the aftermarket. That's insane. Am I still gonna be buying Tesla stock? Hell yes, because Q2 is gonna be much better than Q1. Hell yeah. But yeah. RIP Uber, man. Okay, back to this thing. I'm not done reading that one page, man. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I hope you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys are like. That's crazy. Shout out to all those bears. That think that's gonna go to $100. I mean, I was kind of hoping to go to $100. I'm not a bear. I'm not a bear. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to buy more shares at $100. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. I bought at the 139. I bought at 140. I think it's safe to say that I'll be plowing my 10K in the next week or so into Tesla because I mean Q2 Q2 is going to be so much better. And I think 6 months from now, we will have interest rate cuts and stuff like that. But let's see what Elon has to say first, what the earnings call. That's more important. Okay, enough getting distracting. Enough getting distracting. Okay, let's see what this has to say. Vehicle and other software. We rolled out FSD version 12 or supervised with a 30-day free trial to eligible cars in the US and Canada. FSD supervised can. Okay, I just butchered that, man. Let me read that again. We rolled out FSD supervised with a 30-day free trial to eligible cars in the US and Canada. FSD supervised can change lanes. Cool. So, can change. That's not sorry, my font is very small here. FSD supervised can change lanes, select forks to follow routes, navigate around vehicles and objects, and make turns. We released AutoPark to existing eligible FSD supervised and enhanced autopilot customers. To existing customers, okay? We are currently working on ride-hauling functionality that will be available in the future. We believe the Tesla software experience is in best class across all products, which I agree, and plan to seamlessly layer ride hauling into Tesla app. Let's go. Wait, what? Please mention about affordable. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean confirmed? What do you mean confirmed? What do you mean confirmed? I mean, I know this was already confirmed, but what do you mean confirmed? Where does it say confirmed? Rock? You better, Rock, I need you to answer me, man. I need you to answer me, man. Where? Rock, where are you, man? Or anyone else. Where is it? Please mention about affordable vehicles. Where? Because, I mean, what's the stock right now? Okay, it's going back and forth, zigzagging, but let's go Uber. Yeah, that's down, that's going up. I mean, let's see what Elon has to say, though. Elon is going to, Elon is going to do it. Oh, yes, Jason. Shout out to you, my man. You comment on almost every post that I posted on Twitter. Shout out to you, my man. Thank you. Okay, you're telling me to search for it. Hold on. Model 2. I'm not getting any Model 2. Hold on. Wait a minute. Next generation platform. No, it's not here either. Okay. Model 2. I mean, it doesn't say anything about the models. I mean, I haven't read this page yet. I haven't read this. Here. Outlook, guys. Listen up. This is what it is. Get ready. Whew, I am pumped. Okay. I'm just gonna look at products. We have updated our future vehicle lineup to accelerate the launch of new models. You guys see that? Bears. I hope you guys are watching. New models. New models. Not just a Robotaxi. There's a compact car. There's a van. There's other models. Guys, come on. Sorry if that's too loud, but come on. New models ahead of our previously communicated start of production in the second half of 2025. New models coming at the second half of 2025. Whoever is saying this Model 2, guys, Reuters, you can go suck a big fat one. And the rest of them who are saying Model 2 is not going to come. Oh, I'm on mute? Yeah, okay, you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Apparently I'm muted or not. Okay, we can hear you. Come on, River. What are you saying, man? Flippin' River, man. Well, for real, I can't hear. Man, turn on your volume or something, man. Come on. Turn on your darn volume. We're going to get some juicy stuff right now, man. Come on. Yeah, that's a sheesh moment. Okay, you guys can hear me. So I'm going to keep going forward. Okay? New models are coming out. That includes a compact car. Screw you, Reuters, and all the other bears and all the other guys who try to bring down Tesla. Screw you. Hope you guys eat a big fat one. Okay? These new vehicles, including more affordable models, will utilize aspects of the next generation platform as well as aspects of our current platforms platforms, and will be able to be produced on the same manufacturing line as our current vehicle lineup. Hold on a second. That means the Model Y and Model 3 are going to be a whole lot cheaper now, eh? Huh. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see. This update may result in achieving less cost reduction than previously expected, but enables us to prudently grow our vehicle volumes in a more capex efficient manner during uncertain times, which is now. This would help us fully utilize our current expected maximum capacity of close to 3 million vehicles, enabling more than 50% growth over 2023 production before investing in new manufacturing lines. Let me read that part one more time. This would help us fully utilize our product expected maximum capacity close to 3 million vehicles, enabling more than 50% growth. Oh, our purpose built. Oh, here we go. Our purpose-built Robotaxi product will continue to pursue a revolutionary unbox manufacturing strategy. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Affordable models, check. Models, not just one, models, check. That means two or more models, not just a Robotaxi. Our purpose-built Robotaxi product will continue to pursue a revolutionary unbox. So, the unbox version, it looks like it's going to be the Robotaxi. What does that mean for the compact car? Because unless the Robotaxi is different models, I don't think so. I think it'll be Robotaxi is one thing, and then the models is another thing. We'll find out in the earnings call very soon. When is earnings call starting? Let me see. In about an hour. Oh my, we got an hour to kill. Nice. We have an hour to analyze this thing. Not bad. One thing I want to tweet out. One thing I do want to tweet out. Oh wait, what's going on here? What was gonna tweet out? Yeah, Cybertruck. No. I'm just so hyped. Tesla producing 1,000. This is cool. You guys get to see live. Where's my freaking hashtag? There it is. Cybertrucks every week. Let's fucking go. Let's do this, man. This is fun. This is fun. Thank you all for joining in. This is amazing. Okay, now we can read the other things. Volume. Our company is currently between two major growth waves. They keep mentioning that. The first one began with the global expansion of the Model 3Y platform, and we believe the next one will be initiated by advances in autonomy and introduction of new products. Oh, there we go with the new products. There we go with the new products. Autonomy and new products. I wonder what those new products are. Oh, okay. We'll find out soon, I guess. It can't be the compact car, right? Anyways, including those built on our next generation vehicle platform. Ooh, what other new products will be built on the new generation platform? I don't know. Can't be the compact car. Suck it, Reuters. Okay. In 2024, our vehicle volume growth rate may be notably lower than the growth rate achieved in 2023. They did mention that last time. As our teams work on the launch of the next generation vehicle and other products. Makes sense. I wish they did start earlier on this, but it's okay. In 2024, the growth rates of energy storage deployments and revenue in our energy generation storage business should outpace the automotive business. I mean, it already is. It already is. Whew, okay. Cash. We have sufficient liquidity to fund our product roadmap, long-term capacity expansion plans, and other expenses. Furthermore, we will manage the business such that we maintain a strong balance sheet during the uncertain period. This uncertain period, yeah. I mean, we got another 9 months to go until this month is another 8 months to go until 2024 is over. So I let's see if the stock, if not stock, if interest rates will go down. Wow. Okay, 6-7% up. Not bad, not bad. Again, Uber. Yeah, Uber's down. Uber. Yeah, man. For those of you guys who are tuning in, RIP Uber, man. That ride hailing thing is crazy. That's insane. Profit. While we continue to execute on innovation to reduce the cost of manufacturing and operations, over time, we expect our hardware-related profits to be accompanied by an acceleration of AI, software, and fleet-based profits. Oh, yeah, that's music to my ears. My ear just had an orgasm. Oh my God, my ear just had an orgasm. Let's read that one more time. We expect our hardware-related profits to be accompanied by an acceleration of AI software fleet-based profits. This means an 80%, 60 to 80% margins. This is when Tesla will no longer be a car company. When the profits and earnings are coming from their FSD and energy, and not so much, Wall Street is not so much zoomed in on their, on their auto margins, on autos. This is the reason why I went all in on Tesla, guys. That's the reason why I went all in on Tesla, because of the AI software. That's it. In 2020, when I went all into Tesla stock, I went in it because of the autonomy. If it was because of the cars, I would not be going all in. And the fact that now they're, this sentence is just music to my ears. This sentence, come on, highlight it, darn thing. There it is. It's just, music to my ears. It's music to my ears. An acceleration of AI software and fleet-based profits. That's it. This will take Tesla stock to trillions. This will scare away the shorts and the bears. This will end the speculation of Tesla. That's it. That's it. That's music to my ears. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, shorts are crying. Well, they didn't expect this. They did not expect going up 6%, but it's too early to say. I'll be honest, it's too early to say. We have to see what the earnings call is going to be. It's going to be too early. Wow. Yeah, the ecosystem is amazing. Okay, so we have vehicles, and then we've got the charging, and then we've got the FSD, and then we've got the ride haul. That's amazing. We've got but it's all being pointed to the humanoid robot. So it's all going towards that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Jason. Let's go. Let's go. This is nice. This information is very important for long-term investors. We have lithium refinery, because that's going to come online. Cells goes to energy storage, goes to cars. Massive business. Okay business. Extremely massive business. The biggest out of all of them is this one, the ride hauling. Wow. And what's this? Insurance. Nice. Insurance is good too. Okay, so the ecosystem is actually not bad. It works in a way. Oh yeah, the Model 3 performance that came out, that was awesome. Opening up, and supercharger network is open for everything. Oh man, this is just an orgasm to my eyes, man. This is amazing. This is amazing, man. Okay. RIP shorts, man. Go home. It's time to be bullish on the stock. No more to be bearish on this thing. Numbers weren't good, but it came. Is there anything else here? These are just like the other things that I have to look into. Compact. There's no compact. Okay, here. Okay. We did not read the first line, so let's go ahead and read this part. Global EV sales continue to be under pressure as many car makers prioritize hybrids over EVs. Yeah, and hybrids are not EVs. Those who are trying to, say, that they're EVs, they are not. They still use combustion engines. They are not EVs. While positive for our regulatory credits business, we prefer the industry to continue pushing EV adoption, which is in line with our mission. To support our growth, we have been increasing awareness and expanding vehicle financing programs, including attractive leasing terms for our customers. While while many are pulling back on their investments, which many are, because they can't make a profit and they're losing billions of dollars, Ford and GM, we are investing in future growth, including our AI infrastructure, production capacity, our supercharger network, and service networks, and new products infrastructure. With $2.8 billion of capital expenditures, that's a lot in Q1. Yeah, capital expenditure is actually more than usual. Or was it? Let me check the capital expenditures. Yeah, it's actually all-time high. Nice. Okay. We recently undertook a cost-cutting exercise to increase our operational efficiency. Oh man, Q2 is gonna be nice. That's all I'm gonna say. With all the cost cutting they've done, Q2 is gonna be amazing. We also remain committed to company worldwide cost reduction, including reducing COGS per vehicle. Nice. Ultimately, we are focused on profitable growth, including by leveraging existing factories and production lines to introduce new and more affordable products. Products that includes models, not robotaxis, and maybe compact cars and Model 2s and compact cars. New affordable products. So we have multiple products coming. Multiple products coming. Flipping Reuters. Anyways, the future is not only electric but also autonomous. Eyegasm and and music to my ears, man. We believe scale autonomy is only possible with data from millions of vehicles and an immense AI training cluster. So, knowing this, guys, I'm gonna stop right here. Knowing this, how soon do you think they're gonna enter China with their FSD? How soon are they gonna enter Europe? They're pushing for that. More miles, more data. Sooner autonomous is ready. That's a huge moment. Okay. We have and continue to expand both to make FSA supervised more accessible. We reduced the price of subscription to $99 a month and the purchase to 8,000 in the US, which is an awesome move. Good. Numbers was not good. Numbers was not good. It's a miss, but it was better than expected. Because here's the thing, it was, where's the EPS here? It was 45. Yeah, it was 45. We were expecting 51, but the jump came up. Yeah, nice. This is nice. We read that. We read this. We read that. I don't think we read this part, right? We should read this part as well so we can get more. How long until the earnings call? And about, okay, we still got time. I mean, nice. I'm just seeing what's going on, man. What's going on, guys? We're so close to 10,000 followers, man. Thank you all for following, man. Thank you all for following me on X. I mean 69 following, which is quite funny, but thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Okay, we're not done here yet. We are not done here yet. Okay, I just want to see what's going on here. People, there's a lot of comments I got to get back to. Okay, all right. Going back to this, because we got to keep analyzing this, because I got to make a massive video for tomorrow as well. Okay, so a sequence decline in volumes was partially caused by the early phase of the production ramp of the updated Model 3 at our Fremont factory and factory shutdowns in Gigafactory Berlin, resulting from shipping diversions caused by the Red Sea conflict and from an erosion attack, which is ridiculous. California, Nevada, and Texas in the U.S. Model 3 production in Fremont was down sequentially as we changed the production line to the updated model. Sequentially, Model Y production and Gigafactory Texas increased to an all-time high, while COGS per unit improved to an all-time low. Now, I want to see what this COGS is because I think we'll get to that in a bit, but I want to see what the COGS were. The Cybertruck ramp continued successfully at Gigafactory Texas with sequentially cost improvements in Q1. We produced over 1,000 Cybertrucks in a single week in April. The more this ramps, guys, the more this thing ramps, it'll slowly, because remember, Cybertruck is a cash burner. I think some of the things, one of the main reasons why they're negative cash flow is because of the Cybertruck. Yeah. But once this continues to scale, it's going to be, the cash flow is going to be is amazing. That's going to be insane. That's going to be crazy. All right, we got Europe, Berlin. All right, Model Y production in Berlin was down, okay, due to the Red Sea incident, conflict, erosion tag. Yeah, we know this despite idle capacity charges, and other costs from production disruption. COGS per unit continued to decline. Nice. Can I see cost per production? I want to see COGS per production. Why is energy? I can't. They are not showing it here. Yeah, you guys can see the market share here, just below 4%. Okay. Core technology, artificial intelligence, software, and hardware. We have been investing in the hardware and software ecosystems necessary to achieve vehicle autonomy and hauling service. We believe a scalable and profitable autonomy business can be realized through a vision-only architecture with end-to-end. Oh no, I already read this, guys. Sorry, I've already read this. I've already read these. I've already read these. Okay. Um, yeah, I read this. It said the battery, powertrain, and manufacturing. I did not read. Um, yeah, 4680 ramp continues successfully in Q1 and continues to stay ahead of the Cybertruck ramp. Costs continue to come down. That's amazing, man. Costs continue to go down. But where's the darn chart, man? I want to hit the chart. Okay, I read all that. Did I read the volume? I did read I read that. Okay, global BEV market 12 months trailing. We got world excluding China and China alone. Yeah, China is ridiculous. China's going crazy. It's going sheesh. Hold on. I think someone. Oh, I think. Hold on. What's his name? Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see my messages, my DMs. Oracle. Interesting stock action. Consider the app. Cool on the app, but when will it actually revenue? Looking forward to it. Dude, we are waiting for you. Come on. This is live, by the way, too. so I'm so pumped. This is awesome. This is awesome. You guys just witnessed me DMing Oracle. Let's go. Okay. What's stock right now? Ooh, 7%. Okay, come on, man. What is this? Come on. 6.9%? Come on, let's go to 6.9%. 6.9%. All right, that's amazing. I love it. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, look at that. It's tumbling down. Uber is RIP Uber, man. RIP Uber. Oh wait, Oracle just sent me a message again. What's going on? I'm not home. Won't be home for at least another hour or so. Bruh. All right. That's still early. Take your time. This is awesome, man. I love it. I love it. I hope you guys are enjoying too. Okay, moving on with this. We saw the ecosystem. We saw this. We saw this. We saw this. Oh man, I can't stop thinking about this. The fact that they already made an app, guys. They've already made an app about this. They are serious. They are serious. Man, Robotaxi is gonna be insane. Oh boy. Again, I don't know what this is. This is Dojo training cluster not render. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this chips? Is this? I don't know what I'm looking at, but that's cool. Squeezing every penny. Yeah, we saw this. Yeah, we saw this. Financial statements. I gotta take a look at a deep dive tomorrow to see what is there, what is not. After I do inventory at work. I got inventory, which is gonna take a while, but it's okay. It's all right. All right. That's there. That's there. Audited. Yeah. Okay. We pretty much ran through it. Thoughts, guys. What are your thoughts in this? What are your thoughts in this Q1 earnings report? Curious to know what your thoughts are. My thoughts is expected earnings are going to be terrible, and this was expected. Cash flow negative, free cash flow was going to be, based on the way they were doing things, it looked like it was going to be negative. Thanks to Cybertruck as well, and not, benefiting from economy of scale. They definitely took a hit there as well, but Q2 doesn't seem to be having that issue as of now. We are seeing cuts, but that's fine. But I think the reason why it went up is because they did have a profit, right? They did have a profit of net income, non-GAAP or GAAP of like just below 1.2 billion, which is massively down, but this was expected. But the fact that they weren't negative, I mean, I guess James was saying negative 2 cents. I mean, Carl, you're right. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. It really could have been worse. And it wasn't. It really wasn't. And we know that Q2 is going to be a whole lot better than Q1. So 5.5% operating margin was right. What was 17.1%? More than me. What was the percentage for it? Let me check that out quickly. Do a quick math here. I need to go to the to the financial statement quickly to check because remember, 15. Oh wait, we got to go through this. Okay, we got to go through it. I totally forgot about this. Okay, we'll go through that in a bit. But I want to see. So they did about 16.4. Okay, and in automotive sales they did 13,897. Okay, 2.5 billion in gross profits divided by 16.4. So 15.5%. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. 15.5%. But I'm not adding leasing to this either. Gotta add leasing to this, but nonetheless, it looks like. Okay, let me do this quickly so I can, get a right number so I can get this done. Leasing, X credits, right? Leasing. Wow, leasing was actually more than I thought. 476, guys. You guys see that? 476. I was expecting 350. Okay, nice. All right, let's subtract this 13, 16,936. I gotta remember this. 16,936, 16,936, 269, 16,936. Oh wow, wow. 16.3%, guys. So this was 16.35. So this was a beat. So that was nice. That's nice. Revenue, let's quickly look at revenue. Total revenue of 21.3. Wow, yeah, this was a beat as well. And I was in my estimate, if you guys go back to my estimates, I was thinking around the same one. Total revenue of, where is it? I'm just so hyped, guys. Yeah, 20, right here, 21.3. I think I had mine at 21.5 or something. So that's good. That's a beat. But the most important thing, wasn't. But the fact that this was a beat and this was a beat and probably one of the worst quarters of Tesla in recent history, I can see why the stock is going up. That's actually good news. Wow, 8% up, man. This is amazing. This is nice. This is nice. Okay, I'm not a technical guy, but if at high breaks 155, where does it stop? You cannot time with Tesla. You cannot time it with Tesla. That's the problem. You just cannot time with Tesla. Brock, Tesla has spent more than $1 billion on AI computing this quarter. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, and that's one of the main reasons why the cash flow negative. They have the cash to do it, so that's crazy. And the fact, guys, how could you be bearish on this company? How could you be bearish on this company? It's hard to be bearish on this company. Yeah, man, it's broken. 155 is broken. Wow. I'm so happy that I bought before. I'm just so happy. These are the rare times I'm happy that I bought before. But again, it's too early to say. Way too early to say because we got earnings call in literally. Oof, I need to drink some water in like 40 minutes, guys. In 40 minutes, we've got some earnings call, and it's gonna be a sheesh moment. This was a. Where is it? I have so many tabs open here. Okay, where's the darn thing? Yeah, no, this was a sheesh moment. This was a missed earnings, but it was a good reaction to it. But it's clear. It's clear as day what I think it's clear what Elon is going to say now. What Elon is going to say, in my opinion, is that because they mentioned clearly in the earnings report, and I'll search it up here, right? Models here, right? Product. We have up. Just I'm gonna read this whole thing to you guys because it's that important. Okay, we updated our future vehicles lineup to accelerate launch of this outline is not going to help of new products ahead of our previously communicated start of production for the second half of 2025. New models. Z. Models. S. So people think it's just gonna be the Robotaxi. No, my man, it ain't gonna be the Robotaxi. You bet your ass is gonna be Robotaxi, compact car model 2, van, some other things. Personally, I think there's gonna be a cheaper version to enter lower markets than the compact car. I mean, cars are gonna be less. Yo, Harry, sheesh, indeed, sheesh, indeed. Let's go. Let's go. Right now we've got what? Almost 2,600 people live. Majority of you guys are coming from X, which is awesome. If you guys are viewing this on X, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Or, I mean, videos are coming to X anyways, but either or, and vice versa. Vice versa. Love you all. Love you all for it. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys, subscribe to the channel, man. And if you guys want to support me even more, you guys can get this t-shirt about the dip. Link is in the screen somewhere. And join the membership, guys. It's like what, $1.99 a month? $1.99 a month, not $199 a month. No, $2 a month. It's the way of supporting me. And I am planning to come up with a Discord this summer, hopefully, if everything goes right. And whoever joins the membership or whoever joins the membership will have access to the Discord, and we're gonna have an awesome time. So why not, right? So yeah, and overall, guys, that's what I think, right? Models are coming out. I think Elon's gonna be very positive in the earnings call. I just hope he doesn't go 9% up. Oh my god! I was hoping to buy more in the lower, man. Why you gotta go up? But it's okay. And you know what? Hold up a second. I did make a prediction. Where is it? Where's my okay. What's he saying? Oh, once I get home, I didn't make dinner first. Let's go. Where's the search button here? Where's the search button? Okay, let me just go here. Okay. All right, let me just search something here because I did make a prediction and it looks like it's coming true. Okay. I think 140. Where's me? This is the way. This is how you guys can find specific tweets from anyone. Search, advanced search is amazing. No. Where's it? Aha. Looks like this prediction came true. Nah, coming true. Let's see what happens in earnings call. Come on, coming. The prediction is coming. Looks like this prediction is coming true. Yep. Let's flip and go. Unpopular opinion. I did make this on April 8th that 140 will be the bottom. And it looks like that's going to be the case. That was the case. So that is flipping awesome. Yeah. Cool. Okay, let me just go ahead and make this bigger for you guys. I need to get a split screen here because I'm using one screen. There you go. 11% up. What are you talking about 11% off? No way. Get out of here. Where's that comment? My comment is going. Nah, Tesla stock 11.3% up. You're kidding me. Watch all the bears scare. This is amazing. If you're a bear watching me right now, I hope you're enjoying the big. I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but I hope you're enjoying. Man. Shorts, you better cover, man, because if this didn't bring the stock lower, and if Elon, if him saying things is not gonna bring the stock lower, you're gonna eat that bag, my man. I don't know, guys. I've been attacked with a lot of Tesla bears recently. It's crazy, but they're all coming out. They're all come out from the little cave, and they do what they do best. So now it's time for them to go back in the little hole again. Nice, yo, Carl. I love that. Bears are gonna eat it. They're gonna eat it big time. Love it. Oh yeah. Ross, yeah. I don't know. This Ross guy, he's interesting. He's absolutely interesting. Oh my god. This guy is hilarious. The dude sells at the low. Can you believe that? Look, imagine you're a Ross. Guys, check this out. I mean, I have nothing against Ross or anything, but that's putting me in his shoes. I'm Ross. I buy right before today and the stock is up 8%. 9%. I would be raging if I was him. I would be going mad. Like I just sold literally Tesla at the low, like at the lowest low. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is why you just can't freaking time the market. You just can't time the market. You just can't. You just gotta just know what you're investing in, have your price targets, and pull the trigger. That's it. Retail bump could retail bump could by 15% or more tomorrow. Maybe, maybe. Let's see what Elon has to say. I think that's the biggest part right now. We need to see what if Elon doesn't butcher it, then if this quarter won't bring down Tesla stock, the next thing that I could probably think it could bring it down is the voting. If that goes to a no, then more uncertainty will come. Elon will stay. Elon may not stay. You know, that will be the next hurdle. After that, Q2 is not as bad as Q1. Q3 is going to get better. And hey, interest rate cuts. I think we're going to get one second half of this year. Things are getting ridiculous, man. Especially in Canada, man. It's just ridiculous. I love that. Ross equals loss. Should I put that in a t-shirt, guys? Should I make it? Should I put that in a t-shirt? Should I put this in a t-shirt? Ross equals loss. I don't know, man. Maybe he'll block me. Oh, this is too much fun, guys. Man, I love you all. I love you all. I love you all so much. This is awesome. Jason, Tesla machine. Ross looks like a sentiment hair gel. Oh my god. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is the king of me. You are a bear. You are a bear. Tesla's too random. Of you check the graph, it's too spiky. I mean, okay, let's go to all. Okay, maybe all is not working. Ah, darn it. This thing is just it's crashing on me, man. There's this new Yahoo Finance, man. I mean, I like the older version better. Oh wow, look at that. You see that? Now I have to like it's crashing. I think everyone's going okay. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Flipping crashing, man. Everybody's looking at Tesla. That's ridiculous. Look at that check mark. You know, Nike, just do it. You know? Oh, this is fun. This is fun, man. Okay, let's go 5 years because it looks like there we go. Too spiky, man. What do you mean? I mean, yeah, it is spiky. But hey, man, don't take that L. Don't take that L. Here's my prediction before the vote. 220. Okay, yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, Tesla when it runs, it runs. It runs. When it runs, it runs. And when it crashes, it crashes. Maybe, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Harry, what are you saying, my man? You're saying, can you believe I had that F all moment, literally 4 or 5 seconds below earnings, release, and bought 5 stock at nice. Okay, everyone, let's recap. Why is it going up? A few things. Earnings was much better than expected. Cybertruck reaching 1,000 production on a weekly basis. Ride haul app made for Robotaxi. That's massive. That's big. They had a profit, and the earning wasn't as bad. And if this wasn't as bad, that means Q2 is not going to be as it's going to be really good. Yes, they missed, but the earnings were much better than expected. So that's why. At least that's what I think. So let's see what's going to happen. Oh yeah, I should deploy that 10,000 too. Yeah, it's still sitting. The problem with this 10,000, it's sitting in Amazon stock. I'll be transparent with you guys. The reason why I haven't deployed that 10,000 yet, my second batch into Tesla, is because it's in Amazon. And I think their earnings, their second earnings, their Q1 earnings, which will be happening in a week or two, it's going to be a very strong one. And I think I can make an extra few grand. I do have like 10,000, there's like 40 shares of it. I could make a few grand in about a day. So why not sell it then and buy more shares? You know what I mean? I can do that. So that's why I am dollar cost average. I do have funds with dollar cost average. So I'll probably dollar cost average tomorrow as well, because this is bananas. This is nice. Thanks for answering. You're welcome, my man. Can shareholders vote online? Yeah, if you're in the US, you can use Fidelity and all the other ones I use. But if you're in Canada or away, out of Canada, like I am, I have to contact my broker and they'll do it through proxy vote. and that's I've already put my registration for that. I should get it by Friday. Let's go, man. Spotted today at 140, lost 6,000. Feeling like an idiot. Spotted today at 140. 140 lost. You don't tell me you sold, man. Oh, you stopped. Stopped today at 140. 140. Why, man? Come on. It's okay. Rock. What you say, my man? Pejjy, you made us profit massively. You're the best. I mean, look. Here's the thing. Nothing is financial advice. I'm just doing what I'm gonna. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and I just share with you guys. Tesla is for me. There's much better opportunities out there that you guys can make more money on. To be straight honest right now, because if Tesla reaches a 5 trillion market cap, that's only a 10x. While Nvidia just had a 10x last year, right? But if you hold it to 2040s, 2050s, you can most of 50x your investment. But anyway, that's too long. But by 2030, 5 trillion, that's only at 11x. And for me, it's a certain 10x, right? I'm certainly going to make that much. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but based on the analysis that I've been doing, if you guys follow me on Patreon, even on YouTube, you guys see the charts that I do and all the numbers that I put. I'm very confident about that. And whatever happens in the short term, happens in the short term. That doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. For me, I'm looking for a place where I can put my money, where I know in 7-10 years from now, it's going to be a whole lot more. Savings account don't do that. Bonds don't do that. S&P 500 doesn't do that. And picking stock is very risky, but I know Tesla is not. So that's that. And if you guys want to join, well, not join the right. If you guys are going all in as well, or actually, investing in it, just follow me. That's it. Yeah. Well, look, I'm 99% invested in Tesla. Amazon is my 1.5% invested. Yeah. So yeah, Amazon is. I think they're gonna become. Yeah, I mean, they're the only company that's doing $500 billion in revenue, more than $500 billion in revenue, which is absolutely insane. But they have a lot. They can do a lot of profits. All right, FSD is gonna take over the world. Facts. The shorts don't realize how amazing Tesla AI is, and is. Hold up a second. I'm gonna tweet something else because. Okay. RIP Tesla bears and shorts. Suck it. I love it. I love it. Oh man. Oh, any news from Oracle? What's he doing? Let me just check what's happening here. Oracle. No, nothing. I'm getting some Troy Davidson. Okay, cool. Ah, yeah, man. That's how long do we have until we reach? Where is it? Less than 30 minutes. Nice. Less than 30 minutes. Why trade? Just invest. Facts. Just invest. Unless you're, a real life trader. Yeah. I made it. Hold on. I want to see what people think about this. Strength and honor. Love it. And the reason why I thought 140 was going to be the bottom is because of the market cap. Seeing Tesla going below 400, if they're producing over 1.5 billion, we got less than that, but I know Q2 is going to be much better. 1.5 billion to 2 billion. A fair valuation for Tesla is around 140. So that's why I called 140 is the bottom. So let's flip and go, man. Let's flip and go. Sheesh. Yeah, he has been MIA, and he's gonna come on in less than 30 minutes or an hour or so, and he's gonna tell us why he's been MIA. So that's gonna be nice. What do you mean Ross X'd? Hold on. What do you mean Ross X'd? Hold up a second. Hold up. Oh no. Where's the stupid search button, man? Okay, here, I gotta do this again. Ross. Oh, Ross. There he is. This chart shows the issue. Tesla isn't really making any. Oh my god, man! Come on, give me a break. Hey, yeah, covering his ass. Tell me you're covering your ass without telling me you're covering your ass. Right here. Yeah, my god, the comments. Come on, man. Hater, what does this even mean? Market crybaby. Dan, you just commented on my thing. That's hilarious. Oh my god. You're just mad that you sold at the bottom, man. Let's just be honest. Look, the number is not good here, but we know why. We know why. That's all that matters. We know why. We know why. That is it. We know why. That's it. Oh my god, this is gonna be hilarious. Oh man. I guess he got musked. I guess he got musked. But yeah, guys. Whew, wow, what a... I did not expect the stock to go up. I don't know. Comment down below. Do you guys expect it to go up? That's hilarious. That is just hilarious. Okay, you want me to go through that? Go through the 10 questions? Oh boy. Okay, let me see. Where can I find it? Let me see if I can find it. Sky, Tesla, Q1 questions. Because we have to get ready for that. Anyways. Is it here? Ah, here it is. Yeah, I mean, it's in the chart, but we can answer it here. Number, what is the current status of Optimus? Are they currently performing any factory tasks? When do you expect mass production? This I have here with Optimus and bots. I don't have it in my valuation. Not zero. I don't have it in my valuation at all. So I don't know. The status of 4680 batteries. Well, they did mention it in their earnings. Let's check 486 batteries. They did mention we go 4680. 4680 rep continues successfully in Q1 and continues to stay ahead of the Cybertruck ramp. Okay, costs continue to come down sequentially as scrap yield and production rate improves. Cool. So there's your answer. There's your answer for that. 3. What is the current status? Well, what is Tesla's current assessment of pathway toward regulatory approval for unsupervised FSD in the US, and how could we think about the appropriate? If Elon Musk can answer this correctly, this is going to be a bullish sign. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Hit my mic. I do that a lot these days. Okay, has any legacy automaker contacted Tesla about possibly licensing? Yes, Ford. I have a big conviction that Ford is doing that because they came out and they said that they are for autonomous. And who else would they be doing this with? Okay. Following Tesla's Robotaxi unveil 8.8, what is the realistic timeline for launching a revenue? Oh, wait. No. I missed number 5. Can we get an official announcement timeline of the... Oh, yeah. I love that question. But we all know he's going to deny that. He's going to say it's going to come. Yeah, it's going to come. Following Tesla's Robotaxi unveil 8.8, what is the realistic time launch? Yeah, I think he's going to... Well... I think 2026, but I don't know what he's going to say. What is progress? What is the progress of Cybertruck ramp? We just saw that 1,000 every week. Now, that's 4,000 a month, guys. That's 4,000 a month. That's 48,000 a year run rate. I gotta comment that. I gotta comment that. I like that. Let me go ahead. Repost it. Facts. Nice. Okay. What was I gonna say? Tesla. Oops. Go write this here. Tesla Cybertruck is on track. Is on a annual run rate of annual production run rate of 48,000 units. I think that'll be less confusing. Let's go. Let's flipping go, man. I'm pumped. However, I do want to know why it went up like this. I do want to know this. Why did the stock go up? It roared the way it did. I want to know this. But let's see what Elon has to say. Again, Elon could ruin it or he can extend it. Am I going to buy? Yeah, I'm gonna buy tomorrow. I'm gonna dollar cost average. I have money to dollar cost average, and when Amazon goes up higher, I'll sell that and I'll buy more Tesla stock, and then we'll be 100% in Tesla stock. I love it. Oh yeah, back to the questions. What is the progress? Oh, we saw that. Number 8. What is the progress of the cheaper next generation model? This is gonna be a nice one. That's gonna be a good question as well. Can we make FSD? Can we make FSD transfer permanent? Yeah, I don't know why it's not permanent. It's weird. It's weird. What is the timeline of scaling semi? Yes, semi. It's been more than 18 months. So yeah, Tesla. What's happening with that? Give us an update. Sheesh moment. Sheesh flipping moment. Okay. Oh man, this is nice, man. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. This is fun. I love it. This is amazing. Sheesh. All right, that's pretty much the questions that we are expecting. Based on this, guys, based on this earnings, it looks like, you know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good earnings call. It's gonna be a really good earnings call. I panicked buy. That was a good comment. Back to this thing. Let's see. So yeah, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Earnings report. Well, we don't need this anymore. We have that. We have what's this? Tesla. I don't need this. Okay, less than 20 minutes, guys. But what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Let's get a conversation going on. What do y'all think? I don't think Tesla stock will do well. The earnings. I don't think Tesla stock will do well. Long term, it will, my man. It will. But let's see what Elon has to say. That's more important. Have you tried FSC in Canada? You can book a test demo. Oh shoot, can you? I did not know that. I did not know that you can do that. Thank you, the king of me. I will do that when I get back to Toronto in July. I'm flying out in July. So, sheesh, that's nice. How long until the call, my man? Right here. Where's the call? Where's it? I'm losing it. There it is. 18 minutes, right here. Of course, it takes about 20 minutes for it to come. Stuff like that. Good stuff. Oh, you sent the link? I don't know wherever you sent the link. Yeah, look, Tesla. If Tesla was a car company only, that's going to be a big mistake. Yeah, if Tesla was a car company, I would not be going all in Tesla stock. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Okay, splits. All right, stock splits. The next stock splits, in my opinion, will happen in 2027 when the stock is around 800. Yep, that's my opinion. Yes. Oh man, this is amazing. This is amazing, man. I love y'all. You guys are awesome. Let's see what's happening on Twitter, man. I want to see, or on X. All right, Haley. Pumped. if you're watching this, Haley, you're live, by the way. Love it. Breaking FST 1.3 miles. Yeah. All those analysts calling for share buybacks. See what we told you months ago. True. Yeah, we cannot do buybacks at the moment. We cannot do buybacks at the moment. Oh. Tesla spikes after hours on news that Ross the total puss. Oh. Someone commented, Ross, I'm going to use you. I'm going to use you, whoever did that. That's amazing. What's this? Yeah, 24.6% for energy profit, which is absolutely insane. Crazy cough. 12 minutes before the pop, Gary was bragging about being right on Tesla stock price. Who knows where the Tesla stock goes next? But Gary obviously doesn't have a crystal ball. It was pretty terrible, but here's... Yeah, okay, so James, I love James. I love this cat. The print is terrible, but here's why it's green. We have updated our future. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I pointed out as well. We have updated our future vehicle lineup to accelerate the launch of the new models, right? Models, not models, ahead of our previously communicated start of production in the second half of 2025. Now, all these analysts, all these clowns, they're going to come back, right? They're going to come back and go like, oh, we're going to add the, the compact car back in our valuation. The stock is no longer worth 140. Oh my God. That's why you can't trust these analysts. And you know what? In a way, it's hard to, value what Tesla stock is, how to value the company. But these analysts, you just cannot. You just cannot. You just cannot. You just can't. You just can't. You know. You know. What's it called? Um, I just lost my word. You just can't rely on these guys. You just can't. Yeah, this is amazing, guys. I mean, Tesla shouldn't be up. I'll be honest with you guys, should not be up because they lost earnings. But the fact that they are writing in the earnings report the models and it wasn't as bad, and AI based fleet, no more auto margins to worry about in the next, let's say, 3 years time. Beautiful, beautiful earnings, not earnings, eargasm. That's what it is. Oh man, this is awesome. This is awesome. So we have 14 minutes. So guys, talk to me, man. What do y'all think? What do y'all think, man? This is guidance already in terms of the earnings report is looking pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. And looks like a lot of people do agree. Post-market people do agree with that. 27, what's it called? Up 7%. Absolutely. 8% now. Absolutely. What's going on with Uber? Because, oh boy, yeah, scoop it back up. Okay, someone is saying here, explore. I believe the Model 2 is dead. I don't think so. This appears to be why the two high-level executives resigned. Well, no. Drew was the head of powertrain, right? And the other guy was head of IR or something like that. So, yeah, no. Tesla just mentioned that they have models coming out, which includes a compact car. So, no. Uh, Infest Energy down, Tesla's up. I tried FSD trial on X in Costco, on my X in Costco parking lot, and it wasn't impressive. It got stuck, and I had to disengage. Try again. Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried FSD myself, but based on everyone that I see, it looks like it's doing well. I mean, parking lots are hard, but maybe try again somewhere else. Let's see. Let's see. We've got all in on Amazon since Tesla is now up. No, no. I bought Amazon stock back in 2019, so I'm sitting on good gains. And I'll probably sell after Q1 earnings of Amazon because I think it's going to be monstrous. It's going to reach all-time highs, and I'm going to lock in those profits, and then I'll use that profits. Well, I'll use the whole thing to buy more Tesla stock. And I only own out of my whole entire stock portfolio about 0.5% of Amazon. 99% is all Tesla. So yeah, maybe less than 0.5% of that now. But yeah, definitely Amazon is a good long-term investment as well. I think second to Tesla being the world's most valued company in 5 years' time will probably be Amazon. I think NVIDIA has a lot of competition coming its way with Intel and AMD and all these other guys. Their profit margin is way too high to be sustainable. I think it's 80%, which is extremely too high for a chip company. It's extremely too high. 50% would make more sense, and they're doing this because AMD, Intel, and all those other guys they can't catch up right now, but they're gonna catch up, and that 80% is gonna go down to maybe 60-50%. So Amazon, on the other hand, they're a cash machine. They're just printing at this time. It's crazy. Does earning per share have any impact? Of course, earning per share was the reason why we're supposed to beat, but we didn't beat it. It went down. But because it seemed like guidance and the paper looked good, and stock went up. That was the reason why it went up. But does earning per share 45 cents have any impact? In the short term, not really. It just tells you that they made money. They made money. 45 cents per share, they made money. And I think this is the bottom. I think we bottomed in everything. Let's see what they got to say though. It's a long term play. Port Blair, hell yeah, it's a long term play. Play. What else, man? What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? We got time to kill. This stock is for investors. Yeah, exactly. This is a very hard stock to you know to time the market. It really is. If you did short the stock from 2021 till now, you made bank. You made a lot of money. But yeah, no, sorry. Can we agree that layoffs are only because the robots are going to take over the labor pool? No, too early for that, my man. I'm sorry. Tesla's been cutting. Look, every 2 3 years, Tesla does these massive cuts. 7%, 8%, 9%, 10% recently. They're gonna do it. Look, it comes to a point where it's like, okay, I don't need you guys to be working here. So, get out. Sorry, I'm being so blunt. Here in my business here, I do the same thing. If demand is high, we hire more workers. If we see that it's a slow year or a slow month, hey man, you and you, get out. Can't pay you unless you're gonna work for free. Get out. It's just business, right? And everyone's doing this. Google's doing this. Amazon's doing this. They're all doing this. A day will come where robots will be taken over for sure, but not anytime soon. If you have 10,000 Amazon and you own 99% Tesla, doesn't mean you have $1 million invested in Tesla. Ha 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 ha. Well, I'm almost at 1,000 shares of Tesla stock. So yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Ha ha ha. I think I see what else you got. Layoffs are good for the company because they get to create new. Not only that, they get to get new talent. Not only that, but they also get to reduce operating expenses. The reason why Tesla brought down the Model Y in the US for 2000, and I think a lot of people don't know about this, is because now their operating expenses are less, their operating cost is less, their margin per each vehicle went up. So by reducing 2000, it's the same thing, or maybe just even a profit, more profit actually. I think if they go a bit lower, I think what was the math? If they went down another 1,000, it would have been the same as they had the 14,000 employees, but they just brought it down 2,000. So that's the math to it. People just go like, "Oh my god, this is doing price cuts. Oh my god, I have to sell. There more demand." Guys, come on. Let's be realistic here. Let's do some research first. When you buy in aftermarket, wait for a few days. Yeah, I've never bought pre-market or after hours. I just wait and then I just buy. I just do market buy. I don't like to do this stuff. Smash the like, guys. I love you. Short Fridays. If you were shorting Tesla, I'm sorry, my man. I'm very sorry right now. But smash that like button, everyone. Hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. A lot of juicy stuff are coming on this channel, on my YouTube channel and X as well. So if you guys are not following me on X either, I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm very active there as well. 45% was incredible. Rerouting, shipping around Cope. Yeah, it was good. 45 cents was good. It was not bad. It was okay. Where are the short sellers at now? They're hiding in their caves. They're now betting on that Elon does a terrible earnings call, so he go back down. That's what's going on. Stop freaking out. It will be fine. Who's freaking out? I don't know who's freaking out. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. Okay, 33 here, and so okay, you guys are talking about stock prices. All right, we got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 4,000 people waiting. It's gonna be awesome, guys. All right, let me see what's going on here with you guys. If you're good at your job, you get to stay. There's always looking for new talents. Well, it depends, right? If they can't create a new job, and if there's duplicates of jobs, and if it's unnecessary, how you go, my man? I'm trying to. Here's the thing: when running a business, you have to keep it healthy. You have to be able to make money, because if you have too much unnecessary expenses, well, not only do you make less money, but things can turn south very fast for any company. I've been through some of them. Some days you're okay, and all of a sudden, next day, people. I mean, Starbucks, guys, Starbucks here in Kuwait, because of this, what's going on in Israel and Gaza, it's empty. Like people used to line up hours upon hours to get freaking their coffee. Not anymore. It's empty. It's crazy, and this happened overnight, and you're gonna be prepared for that. For right now, for the automotive industry, This high interest rate environment. This is what it is for them. And so if it's not necessary and I can't find another job for you, well then you need to get out. I need to save. I need to survive the business, and until we're good, we can hire. You know, right now. And you say it perfectly. Job cuts is trimming the fat to make the company leaner and meaner. Facts. Tesla's done it 2 3 years, and they have to do it now, especially now when they're restructuring the company, when they're turning the company into a AI based fleet based revenue (FSD). When I read that, I was ear guys onto my ears, guys. They need to do that. Look, right now Tesla is functioning as a car company mainly. In 5 years' time, they have to make this investment in 5 years' time that they're operating as a software company, as an AI company, as a fleet-based company, as well as maintaining their auto business. Obviously, that's going to grow as time goes, and energy business. Yeah, and Tesla's like a massive town, man. It's a massive town of over 100,000 employees. Crazy. Dope, man. Let us know when you reach the 1,000. Yeah, maybe, well, this year for sure. Buy in Tesla today or wait for a few days after earnings? I would wait after earnings. I want to see what earnings call is going to be, and I shall take it from there. Yes, I shall take it from there. Just watch Rob Mauer. Shout out to him though. Shorts are buying stock to cover. Yeah, shorts are mainly traders, so most likely that's what they're doing. Second generation Rico got stopped in this call. Hope Elon will reveal. No, 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 no. I don't. I think you just hopped on. You just hopped on, but in the earnings report, they just mentioned next generation models, and they're going to continue with their ramp in the second half of 2025, confirming that there's going to be multiple models, which includes the Robotaxi and the van and the Robotaxis. So screw you, Reuters. I said that many times in this live session, but screw you, Reuters. You freaking lying piece of. Well, let's see. Let's maybe it is postponed. I don't know, but they're clearly saying that it's been, it's coming. Models. Start hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you, my man. Thank you, Cranium. If I didn't, I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but thank you. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. I love you all. Again, thank you, Kathy's Wilmo. Like, smash the like button, guys. I love you all. And if you guys want to join my membership, it's only what, $2 a month. So you're supporting me. And whoever has access to membership, they get some perks. But a Discord will be coming soon in summer, hopefully. And so whoever has my memberships, they will be in my private Discord. I think we'll have a lot of fun there too. There we go. Okay, can you, when you've got time, teach us how you predict earnings report, what formula to use? Yeah, I've made a video about this on YouTube. You should check it out. How I break it down and stuff like that. And if you want more on details how to do it, check out my Patreon because it's there as well. But yeah, I do say it. No, I have not reached 1,000, not yet. Is it ready? Hold on. Oh, do you guys hear that, by the way? Can you guys hear that? The sound? Let me know if you guys hear that. I'll bring this volume down. Until we do that, let's keep going. Um, Here we go. I've given up on EPS predictions. You should, especially on quarterly, predictions. Working on and going to be a fundamental part of Tesla, and it should not be ignored in no way. James Stevenson used to have the best, but was way off last year. He was way off this quarter. Negative? Yeah, no way. Smashed. Let's flip and go. You guys cannot hear it, right? Can't hear, just you. Hold up. Oh, now, can you guys hear it? Let me know if you guys can hear it. Oh, thanks. Can you guys hear it? Let me know now. So do some quick sound check before we start. Can you guys hear it? Let me know now. sound check before we let me see. Okay. Looks like I can't hear it. Okay. Let me see how I can do this. Hold a second. StreamYard. Edit this in a way that I can. Settings there. Okay, I'm gonna play something else. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Okay. Oh no. Okay, let's do a quick sound check. Uh, okay, let me just go to YouTube quickly so I can see what's going on. Where's it? Maybe I can use something here that you guys can listen to. Something that's not copyrighted. You know what I mean? Tesla. Let me go to Tesla for a second. So I just want to do a quick sound check so we all can hear. Let's see this one. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear this? You guys cannot. Okay. Okay. You guys cannot hear it. No sound. Okay. Let me quickly fix this right now. Okay. Let me just quickly fix this right now. Who is this guy, by the way? Like, comment down below. Who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. Let me go my quick settings quickly. Hmm. Can you guys hear now? No, you guys can't. 1 minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what the problem is. No, you guys can't. 1 minute. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. I have it here just in case. Okay, let me go to the settings here. Audio, speakers, yeah, mic and speakers, automatic share, stereo audio. Okay, reduce. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, you guys can hear me. That's fine. Okay, sorry guys. Let me see what the problem is. Usually it would work, but I'm surprised why it ain't working. Bum 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 bum. Let me see something quickly here. I know you can hear me, but you should be able to hear. Oh, I know why. I know why. Let me go ahead and stop this because. Aha, there we go. Maybe this is it. 1 minute. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear?
It'll be made on our current production lines much more efficiently. And we think this should allow us to get to over 3 million vehicles of capacity when realized to the full extent.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna beat myself.
Regarding FSD version 12, which is the pure AI-based self-driving, people that if you haven't experienced this, I strongly urge you to try it out. It's profound, and the rate of improvement is rapid. So we've now turned that on for all cars with the cameras and inference computer and everything from hardware 3 on in North America. So it's been pushed out to, I think, around 1.8 million vehicles. And we're seeing about half of people use it so far. And that percentage is increasing with each passing week. So we now have over 300 billion miles that have been driven with FSD V12. Since the launch of full self-driving, supervised full self-driving, it's become very clear that the vision-based approach with end-to-end neural networks is the right solution for scalable autonomy. And it's really how humans drive. Our entire road network is designed for biological neural nets and eyes. So naturally, cameras and digital neural nets are the solution to our current road system. To make it more accessible, we've reduced the subscription price to $99 a month, so it's easy to try out. And as we've announced, we'll be showcasing our purpose-built Robotaxi or Cybercab in August. Regarding AI compute, over the past few months, we've been actively working on expanding Tesla's core AI infrastructure. For a while there, we were training constrained in our progress. We are, at this point, no longer training constrained, and so we're making rapid progress. We've installed and commissioned, meaning they're actually working, 35,000 H100 computers or GPUs. The GPU is the wrong word. They need a new word. I always feel like a wince when I say GPU because it's not GPU, stands G stands for graphics and doesn't do graphics. But anyway, roughly 35,000 H100s are active, and we expect that to be probably 85,000 or thereabouts by the end of this year. In training, just for training. We are making sure that we're being as efficient as possible in our training. It's not just about the number of H100s, but how efficiently they're used. So in conclusion, we're super excited about our autonomy roadmap. I think it should be obvious to anyone who's driving version 12 in a Tesla that is only a matter of time before we exceed the reliability of humans, and not much time at that. And we're really headed for an electric vehicle, an autonomous future. And I'll go back to something I said several years ago, that in the future, gasoline cars that are not autonomous will be like riding a horse and using a flip phone. And that will become very obvious in hindsight. We continue to make the necessary investments that will drive growth and profits for Tesla in the future. And I wanted to thank the Tesla team for incredible execution during this period and look forward to everything that we have planned ahead. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And Vaibhav has some comments as well.
Thanks. It's important to acknowledge what Elon said. From our auto business perspective, we did see a decline in revenues quarter over quarter, and those were primarily because of seasonality, uncertain macroeconomic environment, and the other reasons which Elon had mentioned earlier. Auto margins declined from 18.9 to 18.5%, excluding the impact of Cybertruck. The impact of pricing actions was largely offset by reductions in per unit cost and the recognition of revenue from Autopark feature for certain vehicles in the US that previously did not have that functionality. Additionally, while we did experience higher costs due to the ramp of Model 3 in Fremont and disruptions in Berlin, these costs were largely offset by cost reduction initiatives. In fact, if we exclude Cybertruck and Fremont Model 3 ramp costs, the revenue from Autopark auto margins improved slightly. Currently, normalized Model Y cost per vehicle in Austin and Berlin are already very close to that of Fremont. Our ability to reduce costs without sacrificing on quality was due to the amazing efforts of the team in executing Tesla's relentless pursuit of efficiency across the business. We've also witnessed that as other OEMs are pulling back on their investments in EV, there is increasing appetite for credits, and that means a steady stream of revenue for us. Obviously, seeing others pull back from EV is not the future we want. We would prefer it the whole industry went all in. On the demand front, we have undertaken a variety of initiatives, including lowering the price of both the purchase and subscription options for FSD, launching extremely attractive leasing specials for the Model 3 in the US for $299 a month, and offering attractive financing options in certain markets. We believe that our awareness activities paired with attractive financing will go a long way in expanding our reach and driving demand for our products. Our energy business continues to make meaningful progress with margins reaching a record of 24.6%. We expect the energy storage deployments for 2024 to grow at least 75% higher from 2023. And accordingly, this business will begin contributing significantly to our overall profitability. Note that there is a bit of lumpiness in our storage deployments due to a variety of factors that are outside of our control, so deployments may fluctuate quarter over quarter. On the operating expense front, we saw a sequential increase from our AI initiatives, continued investment in future projects, marketing, and other activities. We had negative free cash flow of $2.5 billion in the first quarter. The primary driver of this was an increase in inventory from a mismatch between builds and deliveries, as discussed before, and our elevated spend on CapEx across various initiatives, including AI compute. We expect the inventory build to reverse in the second quarter and free cash flow to return to positive again. As we prepare the company for the next phase of growth, we had to make the hard but necessary decision to reduce our headcount by over 10%. The savings generated are expected to be well in excess of $1 billion on an annual run rate basis. We are also getting hyper-focused on CapEx efficiency and utilizing our installed capacity in a more efficient manner. The savings from these initiatives, including our cost reductions, will help improve our overall profitability and ultimately enable us to increase the scale of our investments in AI. In conclusion, the future is extremely bright, and the journey to get there, while challenging, will be extremely rewarding. Once again, I would like to thank the whole Tesla team for delivering great results, and we can open it up to Q&A.
Thank you. Okay, let's start with investor Q&A. The first question is, what is the status of 4680? What is the current output? Lars?
Sure. 4680 production increased about 18-20% from Q4, reaching greater than 1K a week for Cybertruck, which is about 7 gigawatt hours per year, as we posted on X. We expect to stay ahead of the Cybertruck ramp with the cell production throughout Q2 as we ramp the 3rd of 4 lines in phase 1, while maintaining multiple weeks of cell inventory to make sure we're ahead of the ramp. Because we're ramping, COGS continues to drop rapidly week over week, driven by yield improvements throughout the lines and production volume increases. So our goal, and we expect to do this, is to beat supplier costs of nickel-based cells by the end of the year.
Thank you. The second question is on Optimus. So what is the current status of Optimus? Are they currently performing any factory tasks? When do you expect to start mass production?
We are able to do simple factory tasks, or at least I should say factory tasks in the lab. In terms of actually, we do think we will have Optimus in limited production in the factory, in the actual factory itself, doing useful tasks before the end of this year. And then I think we may be able to sell it externally by the end of next year. These are just guesses. As I've said before, I think Optimus will be more valuable than everything else combined. Because if you've got a sentient humanoid robot that is able to navigate reality and do tasks at request, there is no meaningful limit to the size of the economy. So that's what's going to happen. And I think Tesla is best positioned of any humanoid robot maker to be able to reach volume production with efficient inference on the robot itself. This perhaps is a point that is worth emphasizing. Tesla's AI inference efficiency is vastly better than any other company. No, there's no company even close to the inference efficiency of Tesla. We've had to do that because we were constrained by the inference hardware in the car. We didn't have a choice. But that will pay dividends in many ways.
Thank you. The third question is, what is Tesla's current assessment of the pathway towards regulatory approval for unsupervised FSD in the US? And how should we think about the appropriate safety threshold compared to human drivers?
Sure, I can start. There are a handful of states that already have adopted autonomous vehicle laws. These states are paving the way for operations, while the data for such operations guides a broader adoption of driverless vehicles. I think Ashok can talk a little bit about our safety methodology, but we expect that these states and the work ongoing, as well as the data that we're providing, will pave the way for a broad-based regulatory approval in the US at least, and then other countries as well.
Yeah. It's actually been pretty helpful that other autonomous car companies have been cutting a path through the regulatory jungle. That's actually quite helpful. And they have obviously been operating in San Francisco for a while. I think they got approval for City of LA. So these approvals are happening rapidly. I think if you've got at scale a statistically significant amount of data that shows conclusively that the autonomous car has, let's say, half the accident rate of a human-driven car, I think that's difficult to ignore, because at that point, stopping autonomy means killing people. So I actually do not think that there will be significant regulatory barriers, provided there is conclusive data that the autonomous car is safer than a human-driven car. And in my view, this will be much like elevators. Like, elevators used to be operated by a guy with a relay switch, but sometimes that guy would get tired or drunk or just make a mistake and shear somebody in half between floors. So now we just get in an elevator and press a button. We don't think about it. In fact, it's kind of weird if somebody's standing there with a relay switch. That'll be how cars work. You just summon a car using your phone. You get in, it takes you to a destination, you get out.
You don't even think about it.
You don't even think about it. Just like an elevator. It takes you to your floor. That's it. Don't think about how the elevator is working or anything like that. Now, something I should clarify is that Tesla will be operating the fleet. So you can think of like how Tesla, think of Tesla like, I don't know, some combination of Airbnb and Uber, meaning that there'll be some number of cars that Tesla owns itself and operates in the fleet. There'll be some number of cars, and then there'll be a bunch of cars where they're owned by the end user, but that end user can add or subtract their car to the fleet whenever they want. And they can decide if they want to only let the car be used by friends and family, or only by 5-star users, or by anyone. At any time, they could have the car come back to them and be exclusively theirs, like an Airbnb. You could rent out your guest room or not anytime you want. As our fleet grows, we have 7 million cars, 9 million cars, eventually tens of millions of cars worldwide. With a constant feedback loop, every time something goes wrong, that gets added to the training data, and you get this training flywheel happening in the same way that Google search has the sort of flywheel. It's very difficult to compete with Google because people are constantly doing searches and clicking, and Google's getting that feedback loop. It's the same with Tesla, but at a scale that is maybe difficult to comprehend, but ultimately be tens of millions. I think there's also some potential here for an AWS element down the road where if we've got very powerful inference, because we've got a hardware 3 in the cars, but now all cars are being made with hardware 4. Hardware 5 is pretty much designed and should be in cars hopefully towards the end of next year. And there's a potential to have to run when the car is not moving to actually run distributed inference. So kind of like AWS, but distributed inference. Like it takes a lot of computers to train an AI model, but many orders of magnitude less compute to run it. So if you can imagine a future perhaps where there's a fleet of 100 million Teslas, and on average they've got like maybe a kilowatt of inference compute, that's 100 gigawatts of inference compute distributed all around the world. It's pretty hard to put together 100 gigawatts of AI compute. And even in an autonomous future where the car is perhaps used, instead of being used 10 hours a week, is used 50 hours a week, that still leaves over 100 hours a week where the car inference computer could be doing something else. And it seems like it would be a waste not to use it.
Asher, do you want to chime in on peer process and safety?
Yeah, we have like multiple tiers of validating the safety. For like in any given week, we train hundreds of neural networks that can produce different trajectories for how to drive the car. We replay them through the millions of clips that we have already collected from our users and our own QA. Those are like critical events, like someone jumping out in front, or like other critical events that we have gathered a database over many, many years. And we replay through all of them to make sure that we are net improving safety. And on top of it, we have simulation systems that also try to recreate this and test this in closed loop fashion. Once all of this is validated, we give it to our own QA drivers. We have hundreds of them in different cities, in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Austin, New York, a lot of different locations. They are also driving this and collecting real world miles. And we have an estimate of what are the critical events. Are they a net improvement compared to the previous week's builds? And once we have confidence that the build is a net improvement, then we start shipping to early users, like 2,000 employees initially, that they would like get the build. They would give feedback on like if it's an improvement, or are they noticing some new issues that we did not capture in our own QA process. And only after all of this is validated, then we go to external customers. And even when we go external, we have like live dashboards of monitoring every critical event that's happening in the fleet, sorted by the criticality of it. So we are having a constant pulse on the build's quality and the safety improvement along the way. And then any failures, like Elon alluded to, you get the data back, add it to the training, and that improves the model in the next cycle. So we have this like constant feedback loop of issues, fixes, evaluations, and then rinse and repeat. And especially with the new V12 architecture, all of this is automatically improving without requiring much engineering interventions, in the sense that engineers don't have to be creative in like how they code the algorithms. It's mostly learning on its own based on data. So you see that, okay, we failed here, or like this is how a person shows, this is how you drive this intersection or something like that. We get the data back, we add it to the neural network, and it learns from that training data automatically, instead of some engineers saying that, oh, here you must rotate the steering wheel by this much or something like that. There's no hard if-else conditions. It's everything is neural network. It's very soft. It's probabilistic. So it will adapt its probability distribution based on the new data that it's getting.
Yeah, and we do have some insight into how good the things will be in, like, let's say 3 or 4 months, because we have advanced models that are far more capable than what is in the car, but have some issues with them that we need to fix. So there'll be a step change improvement in the capabilities of the car, but it'll have some quirks that are that need to be addressed in order to release it. As Ashok was saying, we have to be very careful in what we release to the fleet, or to customers in general. So like if we look at say 12.4 and 12.5, which are really could arguably even be version 13, version 14, because it's pretty close to a total retrain of the neural nets in each case, or substantially different. So we have good insight into where the models, how well the car will perform in say 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, in terms of scaling laws, people in the AI community generally talk about model scaling laws, where they increase the model size a lot, and then they have corresponding gains in performance. But we have also figured out scaling laws and other axes. In addition to the model size scaling, we can also have data scaling. You can increase the amount of data you use to train the neural network, and that also gives similar gains. And you can also scale up by training compute. You can train it for much longer and get on more GPUs or more Dojo nodes, and that also gives better performance. And you can also have architecture scaling, where you come up with better architectures that for the same amount of compute produce better results. So a combination of model size scaling, data scaling, training compute scaling, and the architecture scaling, we can basically extract, okay, if we continue scaling based on this ratio, we can sort of predict future performance. Obviously, it takes time to do the experiments, because it takes few weeks to train. It takes few weeks to collect tens of millions of video clips and process all of them. But you can estimate what's going to be the future progress based on the trends that we have seen in the past, and they've generally held true based on the past data.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to the next question, which is, can we get an official announcement of the timeline for the $25,000 vehicle?
I think Elon mentioned it in the opening remarks, but as you mentioned, we're updating our future vehicle lineup to accelerate the launch of our low-cost vehicles in a more CapEx efficient way. That's our mission, to get the most affordable cars to customers as fast as possible. These new vehicles we built on our existing lines and open capacity, and that's a major shift, to utilize all our capacity with marginal CapEx before we go spend high CapEx to do anything.
Yeah, we'll talk about this more on August 8th. But really the way to think of Tesla is almost entirely in terms of solving autonomy and being able to turn on that autonomy for a gigantic fleet. And I think it might be the biggest asset value appreciation in history when that day happens, when you can do unsupervised full self-driving.
5 million cars.
Yeah.
Oh, a little less.
Well,
Some of those have
it'll be 7 million cars, in a year or so.
Yeah.
And then 10 million, and then eventually we're talking about tens of millions of cars. Not eventually, it's like before the end of this decade. Yeah, before the end of the decade, it's several tens of millions of cars, I think.
Thank you. The next question is, what is the progress of Cybertruck ramp?
I can take that one too. Cybertruck hit 1K a week just a couple of weeks ago. This happened in the first 4 to 5 months since we SOP'd late last year. Of course, volume production is what matters. That's what drives costs, and so our costs are dropping. But the ramp still faces a lot of challenges with so many new technologies, some supplier limitations, et cetera, and we'll continue to ramp this year, just focusing on cost efficiency and quality.
Okay, thank you. The next question, have any of the legacy automakers contacted Tesla about possibly licensing FSD in the future?
We're in conversations with one major automaker regarding licensing FSD.
Thank you. The next question is about the Robotaxi unveil. Elon already talked about that, so we'll have to wait till August. The following question is about the next generation vehicle. We already talked about that. So let's go to the Semi. What is the timeline for scaling Semi? I think
sure. So we're finalizing the engineering of the Semi to enable a super cost-effective, high-volume production with our learnings from our fleet and our pilot fleet and Pepsi's fleet, which we're expanding this year marginally. In parallel, as we showed in the shareholders deck, we have started construction on the factory in Reno. Our first vehicles are planned for late 2025 with external customers starting in 2026.
Okay, couple more questions. So our favorite, can we make FSD transfer permanent until FSD is fully delivered with level 5 autonomy?
No.
Okay, next question. What is gating the production ramp at Lathrop? Where do you see the megapack run rate at the end of the year? Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lathrop is ramping as planned. We have our second GA line allowing us to increase our exit rate from 20 gigawatt hours per year to, at the start of this year, to 40 gigawatt hours per year by the end of the year. That line is commissioned. There's really nothing limiting the ramp. It's given the longer sales cycles for these large projects, we typically have order visibility 12 to 24 months prior to ship date. So we're able to plan the build plan several quarters in advance. So this allows us to ramp the factory to align with the business and order growth. Lastly, we'd like to thank our customers globally for their trust in Tesla as a partner for these incredible projects.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to analyst questions. The first question comes from Tony Sacconaghi from Bernstein. Tony, please go ahead and unmute.
Thank you for taking the question. I was just wondering if you could elaborate a little bit more on kind of the new vehicles that you talked about today. Are these like tweaks on existing models, given that they're going to be running on the same lines, or are these like new models? And how should we think about them, in the context of like the Model 3 Highland update? What will these models be like relative to that? And given the quick time frame, Model 3 Highland has required a lot of work and a lot of retooling. Maybe you can help put that all in context. Thank you. And I have a follow-up, please.
I think we've said all we will on that front. So what's your follow-up?
It's a more personal one for you, Elon, which is that you're leading many important companies right now. Maybe you can just talk about where your heart is at in terms of your interests, and do you expect to lessen your involvement with Tesla at any point over the next 3 years?
Well, Tesla constitutes the majority of my work time, and I work pretty much every day of the week. It's rare for me to take a Sunday afternoon off. So I'm going to make sure Tesla is very prosperous, and it is prosperous, and it will be very much so in the future.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Adam Jonas from Morgan Stanley. Adam, please go ahead and unmute.
Okay, great. Hey, Elon. So you and your team on volume expect a 2024 growth rate notably lower than that achieved in 2023. But what's your team's degree of confidence on growth above 0%? Or in other words, does that statement leave room for potentially lower sales year on year?
No, I think we'll have higher sales this year than last year.
Okay. My follow-up, Elon, on future product. If you had nailed execution, assuming that you nail execution on your next gen, cheaper vehicles, more aggressive giga castings, I don't want to say one piece, but getting closer to one piece, structural pack, unboxed, 300-mile range, $25,000 price point. Putting aside Robotaxi, those features unique to you, how long would it take your best Chinese competitors to copy a cheaper and better vehicle that you could offer a couple of years from now? How long would it take your best Chinese competitors to copy that? Thanks.
I mean, I don't know what our competitors could do, except we've done relatively better than they have. If you look at the drop in our competitors in China sales versus our drop in sales, our drop was less than theirs. So we're doing well. But I think Kathy Wood said it best. Like, really, we should be thought of as an AI or robotics company. If you value Tesla as just like an auto company, you just have to fundamentally. It's just the wrong framework, and it will come to you. If you ask the wrong question, then the right answer is impossible. So. I mean, if somebody doesn't believe Tesla's going to solve autonomy, I think they should not be an investor in the company. Like that is, but we will, and we are. And then you have a car that goes from 10 hours of use a week, like an hour and a half a day, to probably 50 but it costs the same.
I think that's the key thing to remember, right? Especially if you look at FSD supervised. If you didn't believe in autonomy, they should give you a preview that this is coming. It's actually getting better day by day.
Yeah, if you've not tried the FSD 12.3, and like I said, 12.4 is going to be significantly better, and 12.5 even better than that, and we have visibility into those things, then you really don't understand what's going on. It's not possible.
Yeah, and that's why we can't just look at just as a car company, because a car company would just have a car. But here we have more than a car company because the cars can be autonomous. And like I said, it's happening.
Yeah, this is all in addition to Tesla working. The overall AI community is just like improving rapidly.
Yeah. I mean, we're putting the actual auto in automobile. So, so sort of we like, well, sort of like, tell us about future horse carriages you're making. I'm like, well, actually, it doesn't need a horse. That's the whole point. And that's really the whole point.
Okay, thank you. The next question comes from Alex Potter from Piper Sandler. Alex, please go ahead and unmute.
Great, thanks. So couldn't agree more. The thesis hinges completely on AI, the future of AI, full self-driving, neural net training, all of these things. In that context, Elon, you've spoken about your desire to obtain 25% voting control of the company. And I understand completely why that would be. So I'm not necessarily asking about that. I'm asking if you've come up with any mechanism by which you can ensure that you'll obtain that level of voting control, because if not, then the core part of the thesis could potentially be at risk. So any additional commentary you might have on that topic?
Well, I think no matter what, Tesla, even if I got kidnapped by aliens tomorrow, Tesla will solve autonomy, maybe a little slower, but it would solve autonomy for vehicles at least. I don't know if it would win on with respect to Optimus or with respect to future products, but it would. But there's enough momentum for Tesla to solve autonomy, even if I disappeared for vehicles. Now, there's
Okay.
a whole range of things we can do in the future beyond that. I'd be more reticent with respect to Optimus. If we have a super sentient humanoid robot that can follow you indoors and that you can't escape, we're talking Terminator level risk, then I'd be uncomfortable with, if there's not some meaningful level of influence over how that is deployed. If there's shareholders have an opportunity to ratify or re-ratify the sort of competition, I guess I can't say that. Whatever, but that is a fact. They have an opportunity.
Okay. Very good.
And we'll see if the company generates a lot of positive cash flow, we could obviously buy back shares.
All right, that's actually all very helpful context. Thank you. Maybe one final question, then I'll pass it on. OpEx reductions. Thank you for quantifying the impact there. I'd be interested also in potentially more qualitative discussion of what the implications are for these headcount reductions. What are the types of activities that you're presumably sacrificing as a result of parting ways with these folks? Thanks very much.
So, like we said, we've done these headcount reductions across the board. And, as companies grow over time, there are certain redundancies, there's some duplication of efforts which happens in certain areas. So you need to go back and look at where all these pockets are, get rid of it. So we're basically going through that exercise wherein we're like, hey, how do we set this company right for the next phase of growth? And the way to think about it is, any tree which grows, it needs pruning. This is the pruning exercise which we went through. And at the end of it, we'll be much stronger and much more resilient to deal with the future, because the future is really bright. Like I said in my opening remarks, we just have to get through this period and get there.
Yeah, we're not giving up anything that it's significant that I'm aware of. So we've had a long period of prosperity from 2019 to now, and so if a company sort of organizationally is 5% wrong per year, that accumulates to 25-30% of inefficiency. We've made some corrections along the way, but it is time to reorganize the company for the next phase of growth. And you really need to reorganize it, just like a human. When we start off with one cell and kind of zygote and blastocyst, and you start growing arms and legs, and then briefly you have a tail. And so.
But you shed the tail.
You shed the tail, hopefully, and then you're a baby, and you basically you have to be different. The organism, a company is kind of like a creature growing, and if you don't reorganize it for different phases of growth, it will fail. You can't have the same organizational structure if you're 10 cells versus 100 versus 1,000,000 versus 1,000,000,000 versus 1,000,000,000,000. Where humans are like around 35 trillion cells. It doesn't feel like it. Feels like feel like one person, but you're basically a walking cell colony of roughly 35 trillion, depending on your body mass, and about 3 times that number in bacteria. So anyway, you've got to reorganize the company for a new phase of growth, or it will fail to achieve that growth.
Thank you. Let's go to Mark Delaney from Goldman Sachs. Mark, please go ahead and unmute.
Yes, good afternoon. Thanks very much for taking the question. The company had previously characterized potential FSD licensing discussions as in the early phase, and some OEMs had not really been believing in it. Can you elaborate on how much the licensing business opportunity you mentioned today has progressed? And is there anything Tesla needs to achieve with the technology in terms of product milestones in order to be successful at reaching a licensing agreement, in your view?
Well, I think it just needs to be obvious that our approach is the right approach. And I think it is. I think we're now with 12.3. If you just have the car drive you around, it is obvious that our solution, with a relatively low cost inference computer and standard cameras, can achieve self-driving. No LiDARs, no radars, no ultrasonics, nothing. Just
no heavy integration work for vehicle manufacturers.
Yeah, it's so it would really just be a case of having them use the same cameras and inference computer and licensing out software. And but it's once it becomes obvious that if you don't have this in a car, nobody wants your car.
Yeah,
it's like it's a smart car. I just remember back when Nokia was king of the hill. Yeah,
the cell phone industry.
Yeah, crushing. And I saw them come out with a smartphone that was basically a brick with limited functionality. And then the iPhone and Android. But people still did not understand that all the phones are going to be that way. There's not going to be any flip phones. There'll be a niche product.
Or home phones.
Yeah, not even exactly. When was the last time you saw a home phone?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
In a hotel. Sometimes in a hotel.
Yeah, the hotels have them. Yeah. So the people don't understand, all cars will need to be smart cars, or you will not sell this. The car will not. Nobody will buy it. Once that becomes obvious, I think licensing becomes not optional.
Becomes a method of survival.
Yeah, so it's license it, or nobody will buy your car.
I mean, one other thing which I'll add is, in the conversations which we've had with some of these OEMs, I just want to also point out that they take a lot of time in their product life cycle.
Yeah.
They're talking about years before they will put it in their product. We might have a licensing deal earlier than that, but it takes a while. So this is where the big difference between us and them is, right?
Yeah, I mean, really, a deal signed now would result in it being in a car in probably 3 years.
That
Something
would
like
be
that.
early.
Yeah, that's like lightning, basically. So
That's being an eager OEM.
yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we do sign a deal. I think we're good chance we do sign a deal this year. Maybe more than one. But yeah, it would be probably 3 years before it's integrated with a car, even though all you need is cameras and our inference computer. So it's like not a massive design change.
Yeah, and again, just to clarify, it's not the work which we have to do, it's the work which they have to do, which will take the time.
Right, Mark, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah, very helpful. Thank you. My follow-up was to better understand Tesla's approach to pricing going forward. Previously, the company had said that the price reductions were driving incremental demand. With how affordable the cars have become, especially for vehicles that have access to IRA credits and some of the leasing offers that Tesla has in place, do you still see meaningful incremental price reductions as making sense from here for the existing products? And can the company meaningfully lower prices from here and also stay free cash flow positive on an annual basis with the current product set? Thanks.
Yeah, I think we can be free cash flow positive meaningfully. Yeah.
I think Vaibhav said it in his opening remarks, like our cost down efforts, we basically were offsetting the price cuts.
That's what I was going to say.
Goal. Like we're trying to give it back to the customers.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like for any given company, if you sell a great product at a great price, if you have a great product at a great price, the sales will be excellent. That's true of any arena. So over time, we do need to keep making sure that that it's a great product at a great price, and moreover, that price is accessible to people. So it's not, you have to solve both the value for money and the fundamental affordability question. The fundamental affordability question is sometimes overlooked. If somebody's earning several $100,000 a year, they don't think of a car from a fundamental affordability standpoint. But for the vast majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck. So it actually makes a difference if the cost per month for lease or financing is $10 one way or the other. So it is important to keep improving the affordability and to keep, it's just like making the price
more accessible.
Yeah, exactly. Make the price more accessible, the value for money better, and to keep improving that over time.
But also to make kick-ass cars that people want to buy.
Yeah, it's got to be a great product at a great price, and the standards for what constitutes a great product at a great price keep increasing. So there's like you can't just be static. You have to keep making the car better, improving the price of it, improving the cost of production. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and in fact, like I said in my opening remarks also, like the updated Model 3 is a fantastic car. I don't think people fully even understand the amount of engineering effort which has gone, and Lars and team have actually put out videos explaining how much the car is different when it looks and feels different. Not only it looks and feels different, we've added so much value to it, but you can lease it for like as low as $299 a month.
Yeah. Without gas.
Yeah.
All right. The next question comes from George from Canaccord. George, please go and unmute.
Hi. Thank you for taking my question. First, could you please help us understand maybe some of the timing of launching FSD in additional geographies, including maybe clarifying your recent comment about China? Thank you.
I mean, like new markets, yeah. There are a bunch of markets where we don't currently sell cars that we should be selling cars in. We'll see some acceleration of that.
And FSD in new markets?
Yeah. So the thing about the end-to-end neural net based autonomy is that just like a human, it actually works pretty well without modification in almost any market. So we plan on, with the approval of the regulators, releasing it as a supervised autonomy system in any market where we can get regulatory approval for that, which we think includes China. So yeah, it's just like a human, you can go rent a car in a foreign country and you can drive pretty well. Obviously, if you live in that country, you'll drive better, and so we'll make the car drive better in these other countries with country-specific training. But it can drive quite well almost everywhere.
Yeah, the basics of driving are basically the same everywhere. Like, car is a car, traffic is a traffic light, road is the road.
Yeah, it understands that it shouldn't hit things no matter where it is.
Exactly. There are some road rules that you need to follow. In China, you shouldn't cross over a solid line to do a lane change. US is a recommendation, I think. China, you get fined heavily if you do that. We have to do some adaptations, but it's mostly smaller adaptations, not like an entire change of stack or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, George, do you have a follow-up?
Yep. So my follow-up has to do with the first quarter deliveries, and I'm curious as to whether or not you feel that supply constraints that you mentioned throughout the release impacted the results, and maybe can you help us quantify that, and is that why you have some confidence in unit growth in 2024?
Yeah, I think we did cover this a little bit in the opening remarks too. Q1 had a lot of different things which were happening. Seasonality was a big one, continued pressure, pressure from the macroeconomic environment. We had attacks at our factory. We had Red Sea attacks. We're ramping Model 3. We're ramping Cybertruck. All these things are happening. I mean, it almost feels like a culmination of all those activities in a constrained period. And that gives us that confidence that, hey, we don't expect these things to recur.
Yeah, we think Q2 will be a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just one thing after another. Our attacks are crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, if you've got cars that are sitting on ships, they obviously cannot be delivered to people. And if you've got excess demand for Model 3 or Model Y in one market, but you don't have it there, it's an extremely complex logistics situation. And I'd say also we did overcomplicate the sales process, which we've just in the past week or so have greatly simplified. So it became far too complex to buy a Tesla, whereas it should just be you can buy the car in under a minute. So we're getting back to the you can buy a Tesla in under a minute interface from what was quite complex.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Colin Rush from Oppenheimer. Colin, go ahead and unmute, please.
Thanks so much, guys. Given the pursuit of Tesla really as a leader in AI for the physical world, and your comments around distributed inference, can you talk about what that approach is unlocking beyond what's happening in the vehicle right now?
So, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I can mention like the car, even when it's a full Robotaxi, it's probably going to be used around 50 hours a week.
That's my guess, like a third of the hours of the week.
Yeah, it could be more or less, but then there's certainly going to be some hours left for charging and cleaning and maintenance. In that world, it can do a lot of other workloads. Even right now, we are seeing, for example, these LLM companies have this like batch workloads where they send a bunch of documents, and those are run through pretty large neural networks. Take a lot of compute to chunk through those workloads. And now that we have already paid for this compute in these cars, it might be wise to use them and not let them be idle, be like buying a lot of expensive machinery and letting them be idle. Like, we don't want that. We'd want to use the compute as much as possible and close to like basically 100% of the time, make effective use of it.
That's why I think it's analogous to Amazon Web Services, where people don't expect that AWS would be the most valuable part of Amazon when it started out as a bookstore. So that was on nobody's radar. But they found that they had excess compute because the compute needs would spike to extreme levels for brief periods of the year, and then they had idle compute for the rest of the year. So then what should they do with all that excess compute for the rest of the year? That's kind of
Monetize it.
Yeah, monetize it. So it seems like kind of a no-brainer to say, okay, if we've got millions and then tens of millions of vehicles out there where the computers are idle most of the time, that we might as well have them do something useful.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, I mean, if you get like to the 100 million vehicle level, which I think we will at some point get to, then, and you've got a kilowatt of usable compute, and maybe you're on hardware 6 or 7 by that time, then you really, I think you'd have on the order of 100 gigawatts of usable compute, which might be more than anyone, more than any company, probably more than any company.
Yeah, probably. Because it takes a lot of intelligence to drive the car anyway. And when it's not driving the car, you just put this intelligence to other uses, to solving scientific problems.
Just like a human.
Or answering dumb questions for someone else.
We've already learned a lot of deploying workloads to these compute nodes. And
yeah. And unlike laptops and our cell phones, it is totally under Tesla's control. So it's easier to distribute the workload across different nodes as opposed to, asking users for permission on their own cell phones would be very tedious.
Well, you just drain the battery on them.
Yeah, exactly. The battery is also limited.
So like technically, I suppose like Apple would have the most amount of distributed compute, but you can't use it because you can't get you can't just run the phone at full power and drain the battery.
Yep.
So whereas for the car, even if you're a kilowatt level inference computer, which is crazy power compared to a phone, if you've got a 50 or 60 kilowatt hour pack, it's still not a big deal to run.
If you're plugged in,
whether you're plugged in or not, you could be plugged in or not plugged in. You could run for 10 hours and use 10 kilowatt hours of your kilowatt of compute
per hour.
Yeah.
Already got a built-in liquid cooled thermal management.
Yeah, it's exactly
expense for data centers. So it's already there in the car.
Exactly. So it's distributed power generation. It's just distributed access to power and distributed cooling, and it's already paid for.
Yeah, I mean that distributed power and cooling, people underestimate that costs a lot of money.
It does.
Yeah, and the capex is shared by the entire world.
Yes,
sort of everyone owns a small chunk, and they get a small profit out of it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys. And just my follow-up is a little bit more mundane. Looking at the 4680 ramp, can you talk about how close you are to target yields and when you might start to accelerate incremental capacity expansions on that technology?
We're making good progress on that, but I don't think it's super important for at least the near term. As Lars said, we think it'll be, exceed the competitiveness of suppliers by the end of this year, and then we'll continue to improve it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to note also that like the ramp right now is relevant to the Cybertruck ramp.
Yeah,
and so like we're not going to just randomly build 4680s unless we have a place to put them, and so we're going to make sure we're prudent about that. But we also have a lot of investments with all our cell suppliers and vendors. They're great partners, and they, done great development work with us. And a lot of the advancements in technology and chemistry we found in 4680, they're also putting into their cells.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of the 4680, in terms of doing internal cells, was a hedge against what would happen with our suppliers. Because for a while there, it was very difficult because every big car maker put in massive battery orders. And so the price per kilowatt hour of lithium-ion batteries went to crazy numbers, to crazy levels.
Bonkers.
Yeah, just bonkers. So okay, we've got to have some hedge here to deal with, cost per kilowatt hours numbers that were double what we anticipated. If we have an internal cell production, then we have that hedge against demand shocks, with too much demand. That's really the way to think about it. So it's not like we want to take on a whole bunch of problems that just for the hell of it. We did this help program in order to address the crazy increase in cost per kilowatt hour from our suppliers due to gigantic orders placed by every car maker on Earth. So,
okay, thank you. And the last question comes from Ben Kalo from Baird. Ben, go ahead and unmute. And you're still muted.
Well, I once again would just like to strongly recommend that anyone who is, I guess, thinking about the Tesla stock should really drive FSD 12.3. You can't, it's impossible to understand the company if you do not do this.
All right, so since Ben is not unmuting, let's try Shreyas Patel from Wolf Research. Final question.
Oh, hey, thanks so much. Just, Elon, during the Investor Day last year, you mentioned that auto COGS per unit for the next-gen vehicle would decline by 50% versus the current 3 and Y. I think that was implying something around $20,000 of COGS. About a third of that was coming from the unboxed manufacturing process. But I'm curious if you see an opportunity that some of the other drivers around powertrain cost reduction or material cost savings, would those be largely transferable to some of the new products that you're now talking about introducing?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in short, yes. I mean, like, the unboxed manufacturing method is certainly great and revolutionary, but with it comes some risk because, it's new production lines, not. But all the subsystems we developed, whether it was powertrains, drive units, battery improvements in manufacturing and automation, thermal systems, seating, the integration of interior components, and reduction of LV controllers, all that's transferable, and that's what we're doing. Trying to get it into our products as fast as possible. And so that engineering work, we're not trying to just throw it away and put it, in a coffin. We're going to take it and utilize it to the best advantage of the cars we make and the future cars we make.
Okay, great. And then just on that topic of 4680 cells, I know you mentioned it. You really thought of it more as like a hedge against rising battery costs from other OEMs, but it seems, even today, it seems like you would have a cost advantage against some of those other automakers. And I'm wondering, given the rationalizing of your vehicle manufacturing plans that you're talking about now, if there's an opportunity to maybe, convert the 4680 cells and maybe sell those to other automakers and really generate an additional revenue stream. I'm just curious if you have any thoughts about that.
Right. What seems to be happening is that unless I'm missing something, the orders for batteries from other automakers have declined dramatically. So we're seeing much more competitive prices for cells from our suppliers, dramatically more competitive than in the past. It is clear that a lot of our suppliers have excess capacity.
Yeah. In addition to what Elon said, this is kind of by the way, in addition to what Elon said about 4680s, what 4680 did for us from a supply chain perspective was help us understand the supply chain that's upstream of our cell suppliers. So a lot of the deals that we had struck for 4680, we can also supply those materials to our partners, help reducing the overall cost back to Tesla. So we're basically inserting ourselves in the upstream supply chain by doing that. So that's also been beneficial in reducing the overall pricing in addition to the excess capacity that these suppliers have.
Yeah, now, I mean, this is going to wax and wane, obviously. So, there's going to be a boom and bust in battery cell production, where production exceeds supply, and then supply exceeds production, and back and forth, kind of like, I don't know, DRAM or something. So it's like what is true today will not be true in the future. There's going to be somewhat of a boom and bust cycle here. And then there are additional complications by, with government incentives, like the Inflation Reduction Act, the IRA, which I always found like a funny name for a
comical name.
Yeah, is it like the Irish Republican Army, the Internet Research Agency from Russia?
Independent retirement account.
Yeah, exactly. Roth IRA. It's like four Spider-Man situations, which IRA wins. But it does complicate the incentive structure, so that there is perhaps there's stronger demand for cells that are produced in the U.S. than outside the U.S. But then how long does the IRA last? I don't know.
Which is why it's important that we have both in-house cells and vendor cells to hedge against all of this.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all the time we have today. But at the same time, I would like to make a short announcement. And I wanted to let the investment community know that about a month ago, I met up with Elon and Vaibhav and announced that I'll be moving on from the world of investor relations. I'll be hanging around for another couple of months or so feel free to reach out anytime. But after this 7-year sprint, I'm going to be taking a break and spending some good quality time with my family. And I wanted to say that these 7 years have been the greatest privilege of my professional life. I'll never forget the memories from, I started literally at the beginning of production hell and just watching the company from the inside to see what it's become today. And I'm especially super thankful to the people in this room and dozens of people outside of this room that I've worked for over the years. I think the team strength and teamwork at Tesla is unlike anything else I've seen in my career. Elon, thank you very much for this opportunity that I got back in 2017. Thank you for seeking investor feedback and regularly and debating it with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason I reached out to you was because I thought your analysis of Tesla was the best that I'd seen.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you for helping Tesla get to where it is today over 7 years. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you for all the thousands of shareholders that we've met over the years and walked around factories and loved all the interactions, even the tough ones. And yeah, looking forward to the call in the next 3 months, but I'll be on the other side listening in. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, well, oof. Okay, wow. Well, first of all, hello, Oracle.
What is going on?
What's happening? What's happening? Thank you for tuning in. Long time no see, man.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me on here. And I do want to say that I apologize to any of my subscribers on here. I have not been doing much. A lot going on in my life. We won't take up this live stream with what's going on with me. But Pejjy, thank you for having me on. This is the first time I've been on in quite a while.
No, my pleasure, man. My pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Oh man, there's a lot to unpack here. What do you think? What do you think of this? Because this was actually probably one of the greatest earnings call we've had in a long time.
So I had the same question you had, and you know, the numbers came out and it was basically what everybody expected. You know, I was expecting a sub 50-cent EPS. I was expecting potentially negative free cash flow, which we got. And of course, you know, as we knew, it was going to come down to guidance and what they said on the earnings call that was going to make a difference. But like it jumped before the earnings call and the guidance was trash too. And I'm like, so unless it was strictly because of the fact that they had announced, you know, basically kiboshed the rumors that they were doing away with the Model 2, I was like, that's the only thing I can think of. As you know, Wall Street's looking 12 months out. So if they're looking 12 months out, now they have, okay, realistically, we will have those vehicles out. But like, we knew that like even Gary Black had pointed out, hey, they're going to be producing these on the same line. So if they're producing them on the same line, obviously they're going to be producing both. So what it was that made the stock jump, I hope maybe it was that. Either way, I don't know. I'm not going to complain.
Well, I think what made the stock jump, well, the jump when the earnings came out, but then there was a section that said that they're still they're still on track for the production for the second generation models.
Right.
So there's
And
like
and
so people are
just
like, wait a minute, models is like different. So what is that? Compact car, robotaxi, van? Like, what are they talking about? What is this
Right.
S at the end?
So my view on that, and actually it's been pretty good for me, kind of being away from the community, kind of gave me a bit of a more third person perspective on a lot of these things. So to look at it objectively, I think models was just going to be the Robotaxi and the Model 2. That's it.
Mhm.
I mean, still awesome. I think that's what we're expecting anyway. And I know you had mentioned a van. I would love to see a van, but that's going to come down the road. It's going to be on the same skateboard footprint of that,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be in this. But either way, having just a Robotaxi and a Model 2 is why we were excited for end of next year. Seems like that's all back on the table.
Yeah. You know what was crazy about this earnings call or earnings report that got me really hyped was the ride hauling app that they made, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, it's happening. It's
Oh
actually
yeah.
it's actually
So I
happening.
mean, obviously, like they've got the app out, which is awesome. And then they're going to do August 8th. They're going to do the unveil of the Robotaxi. So and Elon did answer one of the questions I was having about regulations. Now we know that
Mhm.
in the U.S. you've got regulations that go state by state. So some states like Florida, you could go ahead and have a Robotaxi, no problems. But to get it nationally regulated goes back to something I was talking about a couple of years ago, which is the data. And this is why Tesla has the data, and they're showing how much safer FSD is than a human driver. And then once you get to that point where, hey, middle of next year, Tesla's like, hey, we've got this. You want to regulate it? And, I've already been seeing, I mentioned it last year as well, was all these commercials and all these news reports about accidents and people getting hurt and killed in all these car accidents, and then they kind of edged in a little bit of that, Robotaxi, which can be safer than a human driver, planting that seed for regulation in the future. I think it's going to be faster than people think, but it's still regulation in the US. I honestly don't know if they're going to regulate it in China before here. Who knows?
Yeah, no. What I got from that is that the other guys were doing the heavy lifting for Tesla, and I'm personally am convinced that once the data comes in and shows that, hey, not having this autonomous in your car, you're accepting many deaths with not accepting this.
Yeah.
So I think that's where where Tesla's going to get the head start on their FSD. And
Oh, yeah.
other things he said that, well, one thing that I'm not really convinced of is, okay, sure, the Optimus will start in their factories this year. Okay, I see that, but for selling next year,
I know. And and again, whenever Elon gives timelines, I'm like, that's cool. And this, so my whole investment strategy for the last, let's call it 8-9 months, shifted slightly. So I kind of saw the direction Tesla was going, and we got exactly where I thought we would, filling that 146 gap. And so I'm like, in that meantime, I had things to do, and my job ended up changing. So I'm like, I had other plans for myself in the future. So I took that time to take the Tesla money, put it into a house that I'm now in, that I'm going to be able to rent.
Congrats.
Thank you. That I'm now going to be able to rent out, and I'll have more cash flow coming in. Because I looked at it from a Tesla perspective. You want a giant cash stockpile, and you want cash flow. So I was like, well, Tesla right now is not giving me free cash flow. And I think I have at least a year time or so before I can do this. What can I do in that year? So I bought the house, and I shifted a lot of money into dividend stocks to get more cash flow from that as well. Now we're at the point, and this earnings call here was what I was waiting for of, all right, I've started to kind of dip my toes back into Tesla and buy back into some of it. Now I'm like, all right, the only thing that I see now, as far as Tesla specific fundamentals go, I think we're up and up from here. I think we're good to go. I don't, next quarter, I think is going to be better than this quarter. I think this is probably the worst quarter we're going to see. I still think we have time to buy. I don't think it's going to skyrocket. Yeah, it's up, 10%, 11% after hours, which is awesome. But still looking at it from a macro perspective, if we get a recession, which I do think we're going to get one, still could weigh on the stock. Who knows where it's going to be at the time when that happens? So I still think that we're going to be compressed from a macro standpoint. But as far as Tesla fundamentally goes, I think we're in the clear. We're good to go. And again, for you guys who don't know, Pejjy and I have the exact same long-term view on this. I just did all for personal investing reasons for the near term because I felt that we were going to get exactly what we got. And so I did. But long term, oh yeah, this is where I'm going to be at. So I'm going to start putting my money back in now.
Yeah, no, this earnings call was absolutely fire. And we got a lot of questions to answer. Semi will be starting production in 2026. We've got Robotaxi that people who own Teslas and Tesla will be operating one themselves. They can join the network, which is like an Airbnb and Uber moment. And I'm just like, RIP Uber, man.
So my thoughts on Uber, and Joel, I see your message there about the recession. I'm going to get to that. Thoughts on Uber. Uber is not stupid. They're not going to just let their business die.
Of course.
They're going to end up getting themselves a Robotaxi fleet, and they're going to license FSD. So they're going to be fine. But again, that's going to benefit Tesla.
Yeah, it's pretty much in a way, not joining with Tesla as part of a company, but like in a way, like, hey man, you're I'm part of you now. Might as well just buy me out, kind of thing.
So Tesla would never. Well, I'm going to say I don't think it would be smart for Tesla to buy Uber.
No,
because Tesla would still take on the liability. Yes, they'd be licensing FSD, so Tesla would have to have the liability for that unless they work out some sort of deal. But as far as the actual vehicle maintenance and all that stuff, that's not on Tesla. Why would Tesla want to take on those costs?
And Uber will just become a proxy of Tesla. It'll just be like, I pretty much do everything that Tesla has, and I'm just called Uber.
Exactly. That's all it's going to be. Joel, going to your message, your comment about a recession. So as far as, yes, the interest rates would come down. So theoretically, you would think because of interest rate issues, the vehicles would go up. But don't forget, in a recession, people are losing their jobs. There's a lot of horrible stuff going on, people having to find places to live. So just natural economics is going to cause that. Now, with the timing of it, depending on when we get that recession and when that compact car comes out, could work very well in Tesla's favor. And I mentioned this 2 or 3 years ago, which was just that. Like, if Tesla has that vehicle out during a recession when they're actually being able to mass produce it, that is what could really fill that void between ICE and EVs, and Tesla would then take over at that point. So that really depends. And if Tesla's not going to have the compact car coming out until the end of next year, we won't see volume production until 2026, at probably mid 2026, because Elon did say whole brand new production style. When you're doing that, it's going to be slow ramp, similar to the Cybertruck. But as we do know, once they get that going, it ramps up very quickly. So I'd say give it like the whole, unboxing production line, probably 6 to 10 months to get that finally up and ramped. So I'd say we'll see volume production probably by the end of 2026, early 2027. I'm guessing we're going to see the recession before then. So timing may be a little bit off, but either way, I think it's, it'll bring the stock price down, but I think it's going to be beneficial because if that does come down, recession hits, could bring costs of everything down, which means that the cost of vehicle production also comes down, which means that even the cost of a Model 3 may now drop down below $30,000. Compact car may be coming in at $22,000 instead of $25,000. So I think this is all good stuff for Tesla in the next 3 to 5 years and beyond.
Yeah, I think Meta, where the stock was like just hit the button and then just rocket up. I think we're in that stage right now with Tesla, and I'm gonna buy more shares tomorrow. Hell yeah, let's go! Now here's a cool thing. Here's one part that got me really bullish is Elon Musk said that to reach that 25% ownership, Tesla will just use buybacks to do that, which was just like.
Yep, that was a big one. When he had mentioned the buybacks, I mean, we knew it was all on the table, but obviously when you're looking at buybacks, Tesla just wiped out $3 billion worth of their cash stockpile in this quarter. So I don't think they'd be doing it anytime soon. But if they see maybe third quarter of this year, they're trending up in the right direction, and we get more idea from the Fed as far as a timing of a rate cut and no actual signs of a recession, we might see buyback announcements end of this year, if not maybe Q4 earnings call.
I'm not having an expectation for buyback until 2026 at least.
Oh, okay. You're pushing out that far.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
for me, Elon's smart, and he would choose to buy the stock, obviously when it's down. So if we're in a recession and they feel comfortable with cash flow at that time and what's going on, they might actually do it during then when the stock price is pulling back for that.
Yeah,
totally possible.
Yeah, they could. They could. I just had a thought. I just went poof. But damn, just had a thought. I just went like poof.
I hate when that happens.
It's like 2 a.m. here. But
oh yeah.
Come on, it was a really interesting thought. Anyways, until it comes back to me, we have Explorer here saying Uber Black, Uber Pool, or Uber Robo.
Yeah,
Interesting.
And don't forget, there's going to be some people during the transition that just aren't going to feel comfortable with a vehicle that drives itself, and they're still going to want a human. So it's not going to be an overnight transition. It's going to be a slower transition where Uber is going to say, all right, well, 10% of our fleet is going to be robo-taxis, and then they're going to just build up from there, and over a decade or so, we'll transition everything over.
Yeah,
that's how it's going to go for them.
True. Oh, now I remember what I'm going to say. I think the only thing pivot that I can see on that can cause uncertainty for the stock is the voting shareholding coming next week. If for Elon's compensation package for 2018, a lot of speculation, a lot of uncertainty around there that if it gets declined, he may. And I know Elon spoke about it, but I was in and out. I have to go back and listen to what he said. But if it gets declined, well, people are now speculating that he may leave. He may do some other stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, and even he said it himself. It's like, they'll just redo it. They're just gonna update it to something else for whatever it is.
Exactly.
And I was kind of disappointed with how long it took him to respond to, his focus on Tesla and things like that. But what I did like was, he said, "Hey, without me, FSD is still getting solved regardless." He
That's
goes,
amazing.
Maybe the Optimus and things like that, that's up in the air, but the FSD is a huge one. Obviously, as he said, Optimus could, engulf all of their businesses in revenue.
Oh, yeah.
But even without that, it's still going to be significant, and I don't have Optimus in my my valuation model at
Neither
all.
do I.
So,
Neither do I. The reason why I went all into Tesla stock was because of autonomy. That's it. I don't care about the Optimus or the energy or whatever. Autonomy is the big part. If you can, have millions, maybe even billions of vehicles on the road that can, operate autonomously. Oh my God, that's just trillions upon tens of trillions of valuation, and Tesla's in the lead for that. And they're getting very close. I'm very excited to see what they're going to unveil on August 8th for Robotaxi event.
Yeah, and and as you said before, when it comes to Optimus, end of next year, it's like, to me, don't forget that the neural nets that they're using for robotaxis are the exact same as they're using for Optimus. It's just going to have Optimus getting that data set from a human visual standpoint. I don't know if they're doing it, but maybe they have, people around the factory wearing, helmets with sensors on it or something, so that they can get, that data. If they're not doing it, Elon should probably maybe do that. But either way, it's viable. Whether I think they're going to have it in the factories by the end of next year, whether they're going to actually be selling it outright, I don't know. But hey, I mean, if they get there, that's awesome. We'll see.
Yeah. He also said that there could be a FSD licensing later on this year.
Yeah.
But
and I know
Elon
you
has said that.
mentioned
Yeah.
Ford.
Elon. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you mentioned you thought it would be Ford. I think the same thing. It could be Ford. I don't know who else it could be. Maybe it is Uber. Who knows? But at this point, I mean, anybody who's driving Uber with their own Tesla will be using their own FSD.
Pretty much. I mean, some of them already are.
Yeah.
Some of the videos that people are driving with their thing, and then the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm not driving." He's like, "What? Yeah, I'm not driving." He's like, "Oh, that's crazy." Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Oh man, this was, I don't know, this earnings call, and I had a good feeling this was going to be a good earnings call.
Yeah.
Because only because of the compensation package for the vote. I think Elon was going to be nice, but damn, but I did not expect the stock aftermarket to go up 10, 11%. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Like it was
crazy.
It's like I was at work and I was busy, so I didn't have a chance to check. And I was like, I was like probably 20 after 4, ironically 4:20. And I was like, let me check to see where the stock is at. And I saw it was up, and I go, holy crap, it's way up. I was like, did they beat earnings? And I looked and I was like, what? I was like, they flopped, and I was at work, so I couldn't really dive in to figure out what in the world was going on. So thank God for X, because I was able to hop on that and at least catch a few points from Sawyer. So I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got that. But yeah, the only thing I could think of is Wall Street feels like the bottom is in, and Tesla's going to go up from here.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way what they said, I mean, yeah, multiple products. They pretty much, what Elon did is that he pretty much debunked the Reuters
Yeah.
article. He debunked it. He's like, no, we're still on track. We're still doing it. You know, we have products coming out, so it's not just a Robotaxi. So screw off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that Wall Street was like, okay, now we can add it back into our valuation. Now Tesla stock is worth back to 200, not like 85.
Yeah, and you know, and just looking, the only thing I would be maybe concerned about is some commodity prices going up. But I mean, having operating margins of 5.5% obviously is garbage, especially compared to where they, you know, usually are. But you know, is it going to go lower? I don't think so. You know, they had so many costs that were incurred in this past quarter. And you know, now with this quarter that we're currently in, cutting 10% of their workforce, that's obviously going to be huge bottom line gains right there. Yeah, they dropped the price of FSD. Personally, I think that probably pissed off some people who bought it at 15,000 when Elon said the price would never come lower.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So you know, they do that. So you know, obviously, the take rate's most likely going to go up from here. You know, and if the market is also looking at, you know, the Fed, if we don't get that recession, cutting rate cuts in a healthy way, even come September, the timing of it all is going to play out very well moving forward. And I couldn't see operating margins being lower than 5.5. And what were we at for automotive? Was at 17. So, you know, those are still solid numbers for automotive margins. So as long as the costs of production don't go, you know, up any higher, we're starting to hit economies of scale for Cybertruck. So all those ramp costs, as we saw with Shanghai, took about 2 quarters for all those to get worked through. We're basically through the worst of it. So we'll see a little bit carrying over into the next quarter. But once we hit Q3, most of those production costs for Cybertruck are going to be gone.
Yeah. Sheesh, man. That's just... Whew. How is everyone feeling about this call? This was... Oh, man. What are they saying? Rock margins will be the issue. Yeah, but I think from now on, margins are going to be much better. I mean, unless there's some black swan events for Q2 or Q3, Q4, it should be should be okay. PowerPoint, I think the market was expecting a big miss, and the miss wasn't that big.
Yeah.
It was all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think 45 cents was about the worst case scenario the market was looking at. But again, everybody knew that this quarter was going to be garbage for numbers. So they were looking at guidance. They were looking at is Tesla still on track to be producing a compact vehicle? You know, they needed that clarification, and they got it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Pejjy, do you see Tesla stock above 250 this year? They said it'll keep growing 2024, beating sales of 2023. Of course. My price target for 2024 is still 350. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. So, yeah, potentially could reach 250, but I don't know. Not financial advice, just going based on that.
And we also have to remember too, oil prices have been ticking up slightly. They dipped down a little bit, but we're getting into summer, and usually there's a little summer oil spike that happens. That usually from where we're at on a macroeconomic viewpoint, typically if oil prices spike like that, it causes that recession. That's that tipping point. that would be bad. But high oil prices also means high gas prices, which means that more people are going to start looking at EVs to save money. So even if Tesla doesn't get the sales from high gas prices over the summer, if that happens, that seed will be planted in a lot more people that was planted before when we saw it 2 years ago. It'll come back again. And when that comes back again, this is now the second time people are like, all right, now I'm really going to get more serious about this. And we're going to start to really see everything grow from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, the bears on X right now, they're all like
so confused. Why? We were right and the stock price still went up.
someone call here. Here, let me go ahead and screen this, because this is just too good. This is just too funny. Some guys like, here, I think this is it. Or can you see it? Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, yeah. This guy's like, that sounded like Elon is gonna leave sooner or later.
Well, obviously, he's not going to live forever.
Oh my god, maybe the vibe was, if I don't get my paycheck, I'm out. Oh my god, this is just too funny. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, they're so mad right now. I love it.
People who get so emotional over it, it's just like, why? Like, I don't get it.
No, oops, like why? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. The biggest loser right now in terms of reputation and credibility, and obviously money, is Ross right now. Ross Gerber.
Yeah. Well, and for me, Ross, it took me a little while to see it. Like, because when I first found out about Ross, he was obviously Super Bowl on Tesla. And I was like, this guy is the most wonderful cheerleader. But then when he started to turn, I realized that he was just an emotional little bitch. And I was like, oh, that's all it is. So when things are going well, rah, 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 it's awesome. But when things go bad, it's wah, wah, wah. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
he got very.
You are controlling other people's money. You're not supposed to be using your emotions.
It's funny because he got really salty when he didn't get accepted to the board of directors of Tesla, and thank goodness he didn't.
Yeah.
And now he put himself in a ditch because he sold right before this earnings, and he's just like, yeah, it's gonna go lower. The growth has stopped, and the stock's gonna go down, and then, well,
now from my perspective, I look at the fact that, yeah, we got this nice little jump, but it's one jump. And who knows, because we just started earnings season. So we may get some other things that come out that scare the entire market, and it pulls Tesla right back down. We've seen it happen before. And then, you look out, just from the charts, me and my gaps, there's a gap at 122 and a gap at 114. Those could easily, like, maybe we hit this nice little pop like we've seen before, and then all of a sudden macro stuff happens and it does pull down. So Ross may be right, but for the wrong reason. Either way, like I said, I'm going to start buying tomorrow and start dipping my toes back in.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'll see it. And if we do end up getting that reversal and come back down, this is that earnings call I'm going to remind myself about and say, all right, now what's happening with Tesla? Like what we saw for the last year with Tesla was, 8 months or so, was because of Tesla. At this point now, if we see it coming back down again, it's macro related, not Tesla related. Totally different scenario, because the macro is going to recover and Tesla will recover with it, but with a stronger foundation.
Yep. Oh boy, this was nice. This was a sheesh moment. Oof.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I just bought. I bought yesterday and on Friday. Not too much though, but I bought like 2-4 shares of my usual. I'm just like, who knows what could happen. And I'm gonna happen that I bought. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Good stuff. I think we should end this live stream. Oof.
Yeah.
3 hours and a half. Almost 4 hours. Jeez, past 2 a.m. Gotta get my ass to bed.
I remember those days. Kudos, and you're doing it super late over there. So
yeah. The next earnings call, I'll be in Toronto. So
nice.
I won't be. I mean, I can stay longer, and I won't be half dead. So
actually, depending on what they do next earnings call, I may be in Nova Scotia. I might be in Canada also.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, Oracle Tim, for coming on. Everyone, if you guys aren't subscribed to his channel or his X account, you guys should definitely give him a follow. I'm sure he'll have some juicy Tesla content coming out soon as well.
Yes, if I can
So-
scramble up some time, I will certainly get something out to at least go over this earnings call.
Yeah. This was an awesome earnings call. But thank you, Tim, for coming, and
No
thank you
problem.
everyone who joined. We reached over 3,200, almost 3,300 viewers,
Nice.
which is a sheesh moment. Very humbling. Thank you all, and we'll do these live streams. I guess they're getting more important now, so we got to do them.
Oh yeah.
every three quarters or so. Okay, thank you guys so much. Hope everyone has a great day, and stay bullish. And we shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.